and opinions you are about to hear are of the hosts and do not reflect the management, sponsors, or affiliates of Cave Radio Broadcasting.
Is this thing on?
Miss Kelly.
Hello and welcome to this special edition one-off show we will be referring to as This Thing Isn't On. I'm your host, Kay. Many of you old Cave listeners might remember me as Cater Tot. Anyways, I've been off air for a really long time, and that is an understatement. It's been about half a decade. So it is so good to be here, and I have all sorts of warm and fuzzy feelings from everyone who reached out, wanted to be a part, or listen to the show, and I am so happy. I'm going to introduce my co-host very shortly, but before we get into that, I want to take the time to mention that this show is dedicated in memory of the great Kelly Tucker, who touched the lives of so many, mine included, and I believe at least most of us, if not everyone in the studio with me today. Kelly is someone who I met a long time ago. I was fresh out of high school. I came down to go to Specs Howard and started in a radio program. Kelly ended up being my first studio partner, and he was rather excited to get assigned the hot one. His words. I'm allowed to repeat it. But he kind of took me under his wing, and he changed the whole trajectory of my life, introduced me to a whole new world, and I genuinely wouldn't have any of the experiences that I got to have, or any of the people so many of the people that I've met and still have in my life today, and let alone anyone in the studio, is here because of him. And anyways, I wanted to do this show in honor of Kelly. That was his voice in the intro. That was the original show intro that we started. He was my very first co-host back in the day. We started out on a company called rawradiox.com. And it's been a long time. Kelly passed away February 24th, 2020, and it's coming up on 6 years without him. And I miss him a lot. I know everyone in this room does, but he lives on in stories and in memories, and I have a feeling more than a few will come up today.
Oh, yeah.
So with that being said, I want to go around and introduce my lovely co-host who I brought in today. First up is Dakota Star, rock star extraordinaire, who used to actually be a regular reoccurring guest on Is This Thing On, I want to say, Raw Radio X and Cave Radio Days. Last time I saw you was a couple years ago for a Halloween show where we discovered that you are very unladylike in a skirt.
Do we have pictures of that?
I have photos
There's
because
lots of
he was like, "Oh, can you take some photos?" And I'm like, "It's a lot of crotch shots, but I did my best."
Yeah, I didn't realize how much I squatted on stage.
Too much is how much you squat on stage.
But you found that out after the
I
photo.
did. I was like, oh, we can't use any of these photos.
Next on the docket with me is Nick Gonzalez, who is also a fellow former member of Cave Radio, and I am very confident, as discussed, we probably have more memories together than we will ever be able to remember.
Oh, yeah, those are some good times.
Oh, yeah. Maybe if we put our brains together, we could fill in some of the blanks for each other.
I think that would probably work. We should probably do that at some point.
Write a book slowly but surely. I also have joining me a good long-standing friend, Joe, who was a very good friend of Kelly's, and he actually came on my show once upon a time, and I don't know, that's a really, really good story, but long story short, I made him eat shit-flavored jelly beans on her, and we've been best friends ever since.
Should do that again today, maybe.
Sometimes, so his whole band came in, and me and Joe were the only two talking, everyone else dead silent, like deer in the headlights, and I'm like, I'm prepared for this. I brought out a game of Bean Boozled that I just kept on hand for emergency purposes, and I'm like, well, if you're not going to talk, we're going to gag together, so let's do this. So yeah, been best friends ever since. Been a good long run. Sometimes we beat each other up, and that's all right. And last but not least, joining me is someone who I haven't seen in a bajillion years, Lori, better known as White Dog Detroit, who used to be part owner of rawradiox.com. And I have to say, You've probably had to mop me more than a few times.
I made her mop the studio.
You did make me mop the studio once. That was deserved.
Oh, somebody's got to do it.
You know?
It's good to be here. I'm having a flashback, but it's a good thing I'm not on camera because hearing Kelly's voice just sent me over the edge there.
Did try to warn you that was Kelly's
I knew
voice.
it was coming, but it still sent me over the edge a little.
I had to dig around, but I had an old flash drive that I had like all my show intros on, a bunch of like local music that we used to play on the shows and the breaks.
Hold on to
because
flash drives.
I know that's how
That's
old.
crazy.
That's how old I am since I've been on the radio. Like
Crazy.
times have changed. Now they use like Dropbox and like let me link you. No, you gotta have a flash drive.
My work wasn't
Old school.
sending what I
Floppy
needed to
disk.
the printer the other day, and to print some papers out. And it was like, I need a flash drive. I was like going through my drawers. I was like, I used to have 1 million of these. I couldn't find a single one.
Not one.
And I was like, I need a flash drive now.
So the flash drive I have is actually like a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle shell, and you had to take like the butt of its shell off to get to the flash drive. When I unveiled that thing, I was like, I remember you. It's been a while.
Wait a minute, you made her mop the studio?
I did. Well,
Kinda
her
look-
and Kelly decided to have a big ass party and it was a big party and it was a big mess.
I don't know what
So-
you mean.
so it
Me
was
and
like-
Kelly would never
it-
have fun.
It was like, you know how when your parents would go away on vacation and they'd come home to a huge. That's what happened. There were a lot of parties like that.
Did she get there before you thought, like, where you're like, we got time, we got time?
Yeah.
I think by the time we walked out of there, we were so drunk. We were like, everything looks great.
We did a really good job cleaning, guys.
I think that
it
was when
didn't look
Kelly
great.
passed out on the couch and everybody did wild things to him while he's passed out.
Well, you know,
I think
we
I
had
might
a lot
have
of
photos of that.
Sharpies around, and I have zero self-control.
Yeah.
I'll remember this next time you spill rum and cocoa all over my band's merch.
Hey,
For
I've
no good reason.
Yeah, keep that in mind.
I've started eating before I drink.
Good job.
It took me like a decade to realize that was a thing you're supposed to do.
Yeah. Anytime she and I go somewhere, why am I getting drunk so fast? Did you eat today? No.
I've gotten to a point in my life where I am considering putting a calendar reminder to remind me to eat. Especially like it's year end now, and that's a thing that's happened. I am a boring, like full ass adult now. I'm an accountant.
What the hell?
Yeah, I heard that.
Yes.
Nice.
From Specs
Nerd
Howard.
alert.
From Specs Howard to accounting school.
I
What
still do
happened?
radio. I own like suit jackets, like
Nice.
actual suit jackets.
Oh my god.
I went on an adventure. I started working for a small structural engineering company, and then we got swooped up by this one. And yeah, now I'm like accounts payables, but I'm in charge of our community outreach program, the
Nice.
party planning, like a bunch of stuff. So.
Just hearing you say all that, you're like, what? Who are you?
I know.
It get-
What
oh,
happened
do
to this girl?
you want your eyes to glaze over? So it's for a global architectural engineering and planning firm,
That's
Even better.
so
and I'm
fancy.
accounts payables U.S.
Well, you were on terrestrial radio for a while, weren't you? Weren't you like running a Christian radio station?
This checks.
That's
which,
awesome.
which is hilarious.
Oh, JCHQ. I still do work for them.
Do you?
I
Do
came
you?
from there to get to here today. I call it JCHQ, Jesus Christ Headquarters. The pay is good. I have a deal with Jesus. I help spread his word over the airwaves on Saturday for a few select hours, and in return, I get paid, and he doesn't smite me down for my.
And then
existence.
apologize the
You
rest of the
should
week.
get paid well because we know they're collecting that money like quite a bit. So
I should
they've
just start
got some
walking
to
in
spare.
with my own
Yeah.
basket. Like
With the extra long pole on it, to get everybody once.
collection's
Yeah.
coming extra early today, guys.
Hey, we're tax exempt. Yeah.
Yeah, me too. Put it in. Just panhandling.
Anytime somebody comes into work, like a church will come into work, if somebody from the church will come into work, I have one drum head. It's tax exempt. I'm like, it's $14, dude. Like,
This is
are
my
you kidding
Come on,
me?
come on.
It adds up. It adds up fast.
It does. Nickel and dimes you know.
You're a singer. What are you buying? A light box and a microphone every once
Oh,
in a while?
no.
I know you love a light box.
That light box,
Scarves,
it's
for
still the
oh.
same one.
Are you
Like,
kidding me? Do you know how many
yes.
times
Wait,
I've
are we-
fallen off of that light box?
Are we talking about the Ricky Rocks light box that you stand on and it lights up? Is that what we're
Yeah,
talking
that
about?
when he was dressed in a skirt, all his crotch shots were so illuminated.
That thing, I probably built it over 10 years ago. And just when I start a new band, you just spray paint over the old band, put a new band name on there, like
So
throw it
that
on
was-
stage.
It was you that invited that?
Yeah.
Because once everyone started, because everyone wanted one of those. Once somebody saw it with like you and Ricky on those things.
Yeah.
They
they
are
wanted
cool.
one. Yeah.
I
Those are
strongly
really cool.
remember Simon's After Dark in Allen Park.
Yes.
And the size of that stage was literally like this table.
Yeah,
pushed
if-
in the
if
But I
it's
corner.
still
that
need the box
in the
set.
corner.
Yeah. Like, oh my gosh. So Kelly used to do sound there and stuff, and some of my bands would go play. And I remember trying to introduce a band once, and I was standing on your light box, and I remember falling off. Didn't spill my drink. I remember falling off, and I just remember and looking down and being like, man, of all stages to fall off, I chose the best one. It was like a foot and a half landing with the light box.
That's not too bad. That's more of a trip than a fall.
Whatever
Cat-like
happened to Simon's?
reflexes.
Speaking of Simons and crotch shots,
It's just like
The
every
la-
day there.
Day in life.
there's a picture of me and my old band. I have my foot up on the monitor, and the dude, of course, is trying to get an up-angled shot pointed at me, and I'm wearing shorts.
Oh no.
And
That's
he goes,
where the imprint shot came from?
no.
You're like, no, this is another one.
This is better.
Oh, even better.
It's up. So he gets the shot, and it's up my pant leg. Corey's laughing in the background because our singer ate shit, fell down, and is just
Oh.
dying laughing. And there's my left nut hanging out of my pant leg.
Is that your good side? Did they at least get the good
Yeah,
side?
you know,
Yeah,
it's usually up.
they got it.
Simon's, as tiny as it was such still like a fun spot to go. Although I do remember there was one time another night I was introducing bands, and one of the bands, like the singer was just being a douchebag.
I can't.
The douchiest
Singers
of
don't do that
douches.
at all.
Yeah,
Never.
never.
Never, ever.
Not Dakota, and especially not in your cute season. But like, no, I remember he was being a dick, so I introduced the name of his band rug, and he ripped that microphone out of my hand so
Was I
quick.
there? That feels familiar.
I don't want to say the band name out loud, plus I'll probably say it wrong anyway, even not on purpose. So like, I'll tell you.
You should write it down.
Oh, now
'cause
I gotta know.
feel
Starts
like
with the
Now we gotta
C.
know. Starts with a C.
Wheel of Fortune.
I didn't see the beginning. I don't know
Okay.
what letter.
I'll-
Just write it down in
Now I
With
gotta know.
what?
paper somewhere.
Oh.
Oh wait, we have phones. You can message it to me.
I'm busy.
Did
Oh,
Simon's
put it on a
Simon's
flash
closed,
drive.
didn't it?
I think so.
I think Kevin sold it.
Oh,
Wait, now let me see
those
your hand.
guys.
Let me see your hand. Come on,
no,
I gotta see it. I
that
gotta see
singer
it.
was a real cool
I-
guy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's just my favorite.
He's a real cool dude.
He never took
Awesome
the time
guy.
to seek me out to personally offend me once, you know? I did it to be nice, actually. I thought like it'd give him like, you know, a little boost of confidence before he went on stage.
Yeah, they were.
Honestly,
they were
so many of
cool
those.
dudes.
Yeah. Cool or tool?
It's cool throwing middle fingers up every 30 seconds like you're 12. It's cool taking your shirt off. It's cool.
For a few minutes.
True.
Yeah, no, that was their whole life. God, how
Simons
many?
was hopping back in the day. I mean, the
Simons
Killer
was-
Flamingos, they were the house band there.
That band's
a long
been
time.
around.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That band's
back
been around
when
since
sort
I
of-
was in high school.
My
and they're
buddies
still
in
together.
Six Prong Pawn after the minor would come down and play there sometimes. And
After
like,
the minor played that show, that the nut shot happened.
Oh, was I there then?
No,
You sure?
Wasn't
I'm
Six
sure.
Six
Probably
Fine
after.
Paul was from Flint, weren't they?
I feel like I remember. They're from like Hastings, actually.
Okay, same area. Right?
Which I still,
Yeah.
I talk to one of them once in a while. I have a couple of them on Facebook. Seriously, some of the coolest dudes.
Those guys were
ever.
wild. We had a
I
good time in the studio when
loved
those
hanging
guys
out.
came in.
They came onto Is This Thing On back in the Raw Radio X days,
Right.
and they were like being like, so they were like a prog metal band, right? And I was like, listen, we're only like set out like you can do acoustic if you want, but like totally get that's not your thing. And they're like, no, we're doing it. They showed up, and the drummer bought like an electric like drum bongo kit situation. It was very new at the time, but oh my god, it was the coolest thing ever to like hear
Nice.
it broken down in studio like that. It was awesome, fantastic.
Those guys were a good time. You know who else used to come in the studio we used to have a blast with? Tommy Vallejo and those guys.
Oh my gosh, the Nothing from Nowadays.
I got mooned through that window by those guys.
I went on
every
a
time.
road
It was
trip
like
with
their
those
thing.
guys.
You did?
And do you want to hear a story?
I do. I do. If it's Tommy, I hear the story.
Oh, it's definitely Tommy. I also have a video that I replay every year from Dirt Fest of Tommy licking the entire length of my face. Like he tried to take my eyebrow off. Like, thank God they're real.
I run into Jay sometimes
I love Jay.
at the grocery store. This is what we do. We stop and like we see each other like in the chip aisle and we just talk for a few minutes. You're like, it's so weird. We only see each other now on weekend grocery shopping.
Want to know the only place I've seen Jay? Up north in Holton Lake, because that's not far from my hometown. And it just so happens he'll be up visiting his family at the same time I'm there. I literally saw him outside the Walmart in Holton Lake a couple years ago, and I'm like, You can recognize that beard from like 10 miles away,
Yeah.
right? I saw it and
Yeah.
I was looking, I was like, Neely? And he was like, Mom, dude, what are you doing here? And I was like, me? Like, I have reasoning.
He was the only one from that band that didn't move me through the window.
That's fair.
I saw CJ last week. He at Ricky's wedding.
Aw, I
He-
haven't seen CJ in forever.
He has like 4 or 5 chickens. He was telling me, and they just
Yeah, he's got 2 kids now,
Yes.
I think.
You were
yeah.
at Ricky's wedding.
Grew up so quick.
I was supposed to be there, and I had that flu was going around, so there was no way.
Dude, everyone's catching that.
So I didn't go because I don't want to give everybody the cooties, and now Ricky's
I
got the flu.
appreciate you not.
Thank you for not being here,
Yeah.
spreading your
Yeah.
germs in this giant potential petri dish we're
Exactly.
I had that. It
all the way in
sucked.
now.
It was awful.
You guys are
It-
gross.
It was
Don't
awful.
touch me. Do you guys have hand sanitizer?
I've been wearing
Lysol,
something to-
everyone.
I've
I'm
been
good,
wearing
I'm
my
good
mask
now.
at school, and all the kids they try to come up to me. I'm like, no, until March, you stay 10 feet away from
You
me.
stay 10 feet.
the whole
A
time.
bubble.
Like January and February's distance.
No touching.
And they're like, close the windows. It's cold. I'm like, no, we're getting a lot of air. We're coughing out the window. Give me 3 feet.
You know, I just want to nerd out and ask you what it's like being a teacher in the Detroit Public Schools.
It's-
Like,
I'm-
how hard is it?
What age are you teaching first?
Juniors.
Okay.
I have
Yep.
160 juniors
Oh.
this year. I don't know. It's fine. Like, I mean, other teachers are hard. Like, it's depends on how well you handle, like, you know, the kids.
Do any of
Yeah.
them know that you make like music and do all
They
this stuff
do.
on the
They
side?
know
They
you're a
know
musician?
your alter ego.
They don't know the name, but like, so
That's
when I
good.
used to not say it, then they would like stalk me and find it. Like, they found NDR and stuff.
They
But
did?
now, like, when I introduce myself in the first
Find
week with
crotch shots.
PowerPoint, I'm like, this is what I do for fun. I show them. I'm like, I'm in a band and stuff. And then they just immediately, as soon as you tell them, they don't care anymore.
Really?
Yeah, they're like,
It's not a mystery anymore.
Yeah.
Well, it's not
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're proud of it, it can't possibly be cool.
Exactly.
Well, I don't care then.
But this year I got them really invested in the new band because I was like, all right, guys, I'd be like, stop writing, listen to this. I'd come up with every day was a new list
You're
of
running
like,
material across these children.
yes, I would have a list of new potential band names. I'm like, all right, guys, what do you think about this? What about this? This? And they're like, that's dumb, that's all right and stuff. And then once the band like came up with the name, then they asked. I'm like, well, now I can't tell you because
Now it's all
now,
secret.
Now you
yeah.
can find
I'm
me.
like, but we have picked a name. Like, you gotta tell us. Like, we need to know. I go, no, we have a band name, but we're not telling anyone yet. And
Now they're gonna want to search harder. Like,
so
Yeah.
they're determined to find it, but like we haven't told anybody. So,
Well, we're
but
excited to hear what you got going on.
I'm
next.
excited,
It's been
bud.
forever since I've seen you guys. Like,
was
it
gonna
feels so good
say.
to be here.
out of everyone here, I'm the only one with no musical talent.
oh no, I'm right
well,
here.
that's right here with you, buddy. I could do backup vocals for you.
Sure, they're probably better. They're probably better than mine.
I don't know. Your crotch shots are probably better though.
I don't know.
Yeah.
So there's a balance, you know.
Yeah. What were you doing? Why were you wearing a kilt or something? Why were you
It was a
wearing dress?
Halloween show.
It was a Halloween
Oh,
show,
okay.
and I went as Hedwig
and
from
Oh,
Hedwig and the
okay.
Angry
I,
Inch.
I found out ahead of time that he was playing, and then I saw Ricky was hosting, so I used it as another opportunity to show up to an event also dressed as Ricky. Of course, he chose me to win. Shocker.
I remember that when everybody showed up for his birthday party and dressed as him.
Well, remember, it was that time we did
That
the
was
roast
funny.
of Ricky Rocks.
Ye-
Which, by the way, I showed up. I was not supposed to be one of the roasters.
You
like,
do
I was
know
supposed to
because
be
of that roast that Mike.
introducing-
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was supposed to be like just introducing like the bands and like the other people going on and stuff. And then Ricky waits till I'm blasted towards the end of the night. It's like, so I need a favor. And I'm like, everything I said that night, I pulled out of my ass. And it just so happened that the door guy, it was close to Halloween, or it was well past Halloween, actually, I think. He happened to have like a fake hand. And I just remember pulling the fake hand, like I had like stuffed it like in my back, and I just remember pulling it out and just handing it to Ricky and being like, "This is ex-wife or whatever was there at the time," and I just remember being like,
Did you hear
Take
a
this home
certain
with you.
someone
This is gonna
lost
be the
an
only
election
thing.
because of Raw Radio X? Did you know what happened? Did you hear about that?
"Is it? Does their last name rhyme with my last name?"
Kinda.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, some old video got
Oh,
pulled up
no.
by people
Oh,
that were running
no.
against him. He was running for mayor. He was
That's-
probably going to make it. And somehow some old video from Raw Radio X, that roast came up, and it sounded like we were saying one word and we weren't. We
Oh,
were saying
no.
Jaeger. Like,
Oh.
remember
come
that girl?
on.
Remember
I wish
that?
I didn't.
And everyone thought that we were mentioning that other word, the N word. That's not. It was. We were using her name. It was her name. People were saying in the roast, and
Yeah, like the
he wound up
nasty
losing a
alcohol.
mayoral election over
Oh, wow.
that.
Well, I've never
Yeah.
lost an election, but I do know I told a guy to jack off with a mannequin hand. So. It's a good thing I don't plan on running for office
Yeah.
anytime
I
soon.
think
Did,
today you could run and use that.
Yeah.
And
Actually,
like, people
as a
would be
slogan.
like,
Own
"He
it,
says
you
it
know.
how it is.
Did Ricky start crying?
I just show up to all my events and just hand out like hands.
That was
Ricky,
a good
Ricky
roast.
probably you can't tell because his eyeliner's always running, so you
Yeah.
can tell he's crying anyway.
He's
By the
always
way,
crying about
every time
something.
I've showed up dressed as Ricky, he always judges like my eye makeup, and I'm like, well, next time I'll just show up early and you can freaking do it for me. We'll go in the girls' bathroom and have a little powwow.
There was one time I walked into the studio, told me I didn't do my eyeliner right. It's like, really? Okay.
What's his eyeliner?
I
Seriously,
don't know. It is very serious. It's a very serious situation.
That's
It
wild.
really is. So.
How's mine looking today, Ricky? Is it all right? You want to come fix it?
Idiot. Ugh.
I'm glad I just grow
you want a little
weed.
makeup session?
I just grow weed now. That's a lot easier.
You know, that sounds really relaxing. You don't even have to wear eyeliner while you do that.
It's actually
You
really
don't.
hard. It's really hard. It's farming. It's farming. It's hard work, and you're constantly dirty and dumping dirt and sweating your butt off under hot lights. And everyone thinks it's some glamorous career. It's just not. It's farming. And it's
Yeah,
dirty.
sounds
That
like
does
Dirt
sound.
everywhere.
Yeah, it's
In
dirty. It's
everything.
hard, but it's good for you.
I partake in leisure planting. Like mine are all like house plants and just, talk to or force them to listen to me sing along with songs while I water them,
What you're growing cannabis plants in your house?
No.
Oh,
Like regular like I
plants.
have like
Oh, okay.
24 house plants.
I have some of those. too.
Although I had my neighbor watch them while I was gone for like 2 weeks over the holidays, and they were casualties. I've never seen anyone kill a cactus. and so
you really
quickly.
are
I've
an
done it.
accountant when you're
We
talking
got
about your
one.
house.
Done
What'd
it?
you do? Water it? I'm like, that's the one plant you
Yeah.
didn't need a water. And he's
I
like, well,
was-
I hit it a little every day. And
That's what I did.
Drowned it.
Yeah, I killed it.
what part? You're a teacher? In
I
Detroit
teach-
Public Schools, and you're like, this cactus needs
In
consistent
my
watering to
defense,
thrive.
I teach history,
Daily.
not planting. So I just, I didn't even water it that much. I thought once a week that was killing me just to do it once a week, and apparently that was still too much.
You see, you're being too nice to it, too considerate.
Yes, I was like, it's probably thirsty.
She definitely went straight up accountant if she's worrying about house plants now.
You've
You've really grown up. You've really grown up since the last time I've seen you.
I'm such
No,
a
she
boring
hasn't.
old lady now. Joe and I still get out once in a while and act like dumb idiots. Just for sometimes you just gotta blow off steam. You know.
How old were you when
Absolutely.
you first came walking into that studio with
I
Kelly?
was
Because you had just gotten out of like Specs
19.
Howard. You were 19.
19. I was an
Oh my
absolute
God.
baby, and that's why Kelly was like so like hard on my ass. Like he was like, I have to like keep you safe. Like I can't bring you to these places. Like I had a list of places I wasn't allowed to go, places I could go, but only if he was there. Like I had like
Yeah, there probably
Kelly
would've been some
keeping
places
anybody
you shouldn't
safe
have
is just a
allowed to
joke to me.
go. Yeah.
he took it very seriously, and like he sat down with me at one point and had to talk and has been like, you're dicking around, and I was like, excuse me. He's
That's
like,
the
this
dad
isn't
talk.
safe for you, I'm responsible for you being here. And I was like, okay,
God bless Kelly
I
Tucker. He
appreciate
was a
it, I
riot.
appreciate you looking out. But yeah, I was an absolute baby. So I was 18 when I met Kelly in Specs, and by the time I graduated I was 19. And yeah, so I was in an absolute baby, which, fun
And you
story.
just moved down here from up north, so you were like not
Oh yeah, from a
in the
2
loop.
stoplight town. And the stoplights don't even work past 10 o'clock. They go to blinky mode. Like the whole town shuts down at 10.
And hanging out at a place like the Russell.
And then you
No
took me
less.
right into the Russell, which, by the way, I've been stuck in the elevator there because of these shows. I've also just walked in on music videos being filmed. Like I can't tell you the amount of times I've opened a door and there's just fog machines and guys waving guns. And you're just like, well, slowly back out. Don't make eye contact.
Well, when I was
Not here
building
for
the
the video.
studio, we had just gotten done building it, and I took Lainey down there. It was just her and I went down there to just kind of clean the place and get it all ready. And it was really late, and it was starting to get warm out, and I opened the window and I'm looking out the window and just sort of looking over the city of Detroit. I'm building my dream. I'm like, I'm just gonna crash down here. I don't feel like driving all the way home tonight. I fell asleep on it. I mean, we were on the 4th floor, so that for anybody that's ever been there. So I fell asleep on the couch in the green room with Lainey, and all of a sudden I heard outside, you know.
Oh.
Like, oh, shit, okay. I'd just come in from, like, taking her outside. The elevator guy was a good guy, and if it was really late, he'd walk down with me, and he'd help me, or watch me walk across Clay and take her over to that grass over there to go potty. Got back up to the studio and heard those guns going off, and they had just driven by and sprayed the entire guard shack with AK-47s because these guys got pissed off because they got kicked out of like an after-hours party there. So they decided to spray the Russell with AK-47s.
Yeah, that's...
But you know what? We got lucky though. None of us ever really had anything happen. They sacrificed a goat in the parking lot. Somebody.
I was literally going to bring that up.
Remember that?
We refer to
So
that as
metal.
the age of the gat.
Yep.
Because remember, there used
Yep.
to be all those feral cats running around?
Yeah.
And I think it was after the minor came on, like right after that. Shout out to Mike Cottle, by the way. Him and his brother, the Cottle Bros, make some wonderful, amazing guitar music.
I mix it.
Absolutely adore. Yep, mixed by Joe here. Absolutely amazing dudes, putting out some amazing work. But they had came very shortly after that, and we were talking about, like, they were like, first of all, where did they get the goat? And we're like, can you imagine, like, feral goats and cats running around here? So we traded the gat, which is, like, think goat body, cat face, cat paws, cat tail, and it's shit string cheese. And I had, like, the shitty version of Photoshop back then, and I made, like, the image of what it is. Like, it still pops up once in a while. I'll have to find it. But, yeah, we call that the gap. But that happened, like, literally within hours of me leaving my show, like, Sunday night. Because I got out, I did the late shift, so I ended at midnight.
Yeah, there was a lot of stuff that went down on the Russell. I mean, that place was haunted as hell too. I mean, I saw
Definitely
those.
creepy.
It's
Definitely
creepy as hell.
creepy.
Well, late at night, you know how we had those windows like looking into the actual studio part. Every single time you're in there by yourself, you saw someone walk past that window. Ricky saw it, I saw it, other people saw it. There was somebody in that studio, and somehow in our server, an old song from the 50s wound up in our server, and it would just pop up out of nowhere. I mean, a lot of people died in that place just because it being an old automotive plant. Well, there were 4 deaths in the complex itself just in the time we were there that I knew of. Just, you know, people, elevator guy, he died in there, and a couple other people. There's a suicide in there.
Yeah,
That's
which once
odd.
the elevator guy went away is when I started getting trapped in the elevator.
Oh, God. I
It
got
happened
trapped in
more
that
than a
thing
few times. I figured
constantly.
out there was a way where, like, you could open the doors just enough that you could, like, get out and, like, scale, kind of like I was.
Yeah,
I felt
if
like
you
a
pull
fucking
down those
superhero
Oh,
getting out
yeah.
of
If
there.
you pull, I know how to fix an industrial freight elevator. If anybody ever gets stuck in one with me, you're good.
Well,
You
next
know
time
what I
I'm
guess?
just
That's
gonna
good to
call
know.
you directly and be like,
It's a good
Lori,
skill
talk
to
me
have.
through.
Yeah,
I came by the Russell for old time's sakes, and it just, you know, felt like getting stuck today.
One time I was down there with T-Money, and this band from New York came in called the Sex Slaves. And they thought they were all badass. You know, Detroit doesn't scare us. We're from New York, right?
Peek open the creaky door of the Russell.
Once they walked into the Russell, it was on. They were terrified. And then we got in the elevator. And if you're in the elevator in building 2 and you don't power it down, when you go to start it up, it goes all the way up to the 6th floor and it won't stop. You cannot stop this elevator.
Which
It
is
just
how
keeps
every
going.
horror film
You feel like you're going to go out through the roof of the Russell, right? That thing flies up to the 6th floor and it sits there and it gets stuck. And whoever was on the 6th floor, those elevator doors are nailed shut. You can't get them open. So you have to sit there and wait for that power. You have to power up the elevator and sit there and wait like 20 minutes for it to power back up before it goes back down. By the time me and T-Money, I was a little scared too. I'm not gonna lie. It was pretty hot in there too. Those guys, they were literally in tears, crying by the time that elevator powered back up.
Thought they got kidnapped.
You're not so tough from New York now,
We're
are
never
ya?
gonna survive Detroit.
Yeah, they were good guys. Though. We had a good time with them.
I gotta
but-
say, there was times where, like, the guests would, like, roll in separately, and I'd have to make, like, the hikes down those stairs. And it was 4 flights, like, winding flights of stairs. So it was, like, what, 8 staircases
Yeah, it was
total?
8 staircases. There were
Up
19-year-old
and down,
kids that
and-
would complain
oh my
about
God.
making up
in the
those stairs.
summer when it was so freaking hot out. Like, god damn.
And I think the summer that we actually were, the first summer in that studio was like the hottest summer on record too.
Loved that for
So,
us. It was
yeah,
super
that was
great.
great.
Even
That was
better.
really
Super
great.
great.
It builds character.
Yeah,
Yeah,
It
you
builds
know.
character.
Yeah,
Friends
it
who
was great.
sweat
Those
together
memories, you know.
stay
Yeah.
together. I do have to say the Russell, while we were there, a lot of I just remember a lot of rooms were getting busted because remember every time they'd find a grow room, they'd paint the door green, and then there was didn't they bust 2 porn studios on our floor too?
Yeah, there were porn studios down there. And originally before when we were over at Tap, because shout out to Tap Detroit, I don't even know Owen's doing well, I guess, but he's married with kids or something like that somewhere. And now, manager of Comcast. I don't even know how that happened because he was a rebel.
I mean, I'm an accountant now, so
I know.
Things
Yeah,
happen.
He's a rebel. But yeah, there were dispensaries in there, and then at one time there were thousands of plants up on that 4th floor, and that's how we wound up getting into the 4th floor, because the whole Russell got raided. There was weed everywhere.
Literally every door but ours was green. It felt like for a while.
Yep. There was weed everywhere. Yep.
I remember we had those benches out in the hallway.
Yeah.
And we never had a bottle opener. So I would use the benches got so beat up for me because I would use them
Smacking it open. Yeah.
Well, the amount I grew up in the woods, right? The amount of grown ass men that came in with oh, you don't have a bottle opener. What are we ever gonna do? I'm like, you fucking corner that and you slap that shit. It's not that hard. The amount of people you would have thought I'd turned water into wine right in front of their eyes. We're like, are you kidding me? I was just have some life skills. Learn to drink in the woods.
How can you not know that,
Right? To me, that's just second nature. I came out of the womb just cracking bottles,
Oh, give me your Bic. I could just open that.
Yeah.
I actually had a harder time doing it with the Bic. For some reason, it's just easier just slapping on the table. I don't know. Feels more aggressive that way.
You could just buy a keychain.
It's more satisfying,
None of us were
That's
that
an
prepared
option,
for life.
but
It says something about you, really.
Well, we tried to
Yeah.
keep bottle openers in the studio. They just all got legs.
Speaking of the studio, you know who went on to have a really cool freaking band? Kevin Raslog. Have you guys seen his band?
I know he's been
talking
in
about Poet?
a lot
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
different songs.
Hey, they're
or
I
bands.
freaking love that band. They
Yeah.
are so good. I'm proud of him. I'm proud of everybody. I was such a mom to you guys. I'm so sorry.
I know.
I try to mom
Made
you
me
guys
mouth
way too
fours and
much. I
shit,
know.
I talk to them sometimes. Usually, when they were starting and when Black Swan was doing their thing,
Yeah.
we would share our videos with each other. Him and I
Yeah.
were always talking about different ways to do music videos and do social media and stuff.
Yeah.
And I know I think that's what he does now for a living is run social media.
Yeah, he does.
things
Yeah,
like
he's
that.
managing, booking for a
Yeah.
lot of different bands now. I think it's called Olympus Talent Agency or
Which is
something.
good because for a long time we had the bookers that were going around. We had so many scam ones and everything.
Booking agencies in
yeah,
Detroit? I know.
so
Ronnie
many
Davis.
of them, and I hated it because they would come in and they'd specifically pick the newer, the younger kids and be just literally try to rob them blind. And I'm
Or be
first of all,
hey,
you're
Dirty
giving them the
Whiskey, you want to
worst-
play another show? And we were always like, sure.
Yeah, let's do it. How many drinks do we got to sell to get paid?
I want to open up for another hair band.
Well, it was when Facebook really started kind of taking off and everybody started hopping. I was 2009 to 2011 or something. Everybody decided that they were a promoter or some sort of booking person. They come up with a flyer and make a Facebook page. And I'm a promoter. I'm a booking agent. And everybody's just, ripping each other off and acting like they knew something about the music scene in Detroit here.
Oh, I don't miss those days at
No,
all.
not at
I don't
all.
miss those.
No.
Oh,
No. That's why I started growing weed.
I had to de-stress.
Whole different path.
Yeah. Well, now I play guitar really bad. I've only been playing a
You
couple
just started though.
I
I'm still in a band like an idiot.
All right, what band are you in now?
The new band's called Through Exile.
Okay.
Yeah,
What genre?
death metal.
Okay.
Joe
Kinda- well, the name.
plays.
Hence the
He
name.
can play anything, but every band you've been in has definitely been
Different
very
from each other.
heavy.
They're all
They're
all
different,
been different
but they're
from each
very
other.
heavy.
Yeah, always.
That's the only common denominator is you play heavy.
yeah, you're not the only one still in a band. We keep doing it. We're like, why do we do this? But
Yeah, every
what
time
else are
I'm
we
like-
gonna do?
Every time I'm like, I play guitar. What do I do with myself?
Don't give
Guess I'll
up,
go
you
play
guys.
guitar.
Don't give up.
Yeah,
Seriously,
right.
don't give up.
What about you, Nick? Do you just dabble?
I'm in a
for
few
fun,
bands. I started the show,
Oh.
Ruckus Show with Six.
And then
we
this
were in a
guy
band.
comes in the oldest out of the
Awesome.
musicians. You're like, I play in so many bands.
So Six, we actually came out. We had a band, an acoustic band, just him and I. We used to do acoustic versions of everything from Tool, non-acoustic-y kind of
Six was
stuff.
such
to
a sweetheart,
he was
too.
cool, and we had a lot of fun doing it. And we were on the Nick and Jay show. And then when we were on there once, they liked us, talked to Biggie and Dan. They said, "Why don't you guys have your own show?" So we came up with a plot of what it's going to be and what we're going to do every week. And we did it for 2 years. or so, and that was a lot of fun. And then I was at the same time, I'm in a band. I was in a band that I'm still in nowadays, 4 Stories, which you do like covers and all that. It's good. The covers are fun and all that. And I just recently joined a newer band called Box of Souls, whose main focus is originals, which I always like. I mean, covers are fine. I like jamming. I like making money and stuff like that because they're easy to book every week. But I like making originals, and the current band didn't really like to do that. So I'm kind of looking forward to doing this, actually writing some new stuff, our own stuff with this new band.
So it takes 3 bands to make you happy.
Oh, I've been in like about 100 bands, but yeah.
It really does. But here's one thing I never really understood about a lot of musicians, and why wouldn't somebody, if you could have a full-time job as like, you know, then there's some corporate booking band. There's some corporate bands out there like Alina, okay? They make 10 to 15,000 per gig.
Oh yeah.
You know, they're
corporate
playing,
bands and wedding bands. You make a lot of money doing those, and it's easy to do because you're playing covers.
Right.
You know, and
so
taking
why would a lot of
dedications.
musicians want to have a day job, and why wouldn't you want to do that and then do your own music? Why would you want a day job and then do your, like, I don't know. I've never understood that.
I guess it depends on what your day job is.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true.
I get paid to talk about killing Nazis all the time, and then I get summer break. So I'm pretty happy with my day
And
job.
you get summers off.
plus
That's
you-
kind of
yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
So
Pension,
we're just like,
pension,
Nazis are
all
bad,
that.
kill them. Summer break, let's book lots of shows.
Yeah. Well, that makes sense.
I don't escape it. I work at a guitar shop.
Oh, okay.
Follows you.
I'm gonna need your contact information.
Motor City Guitar,
Okay.
That's
Waterford.
where I've seen you.
Oh, okay.
That's
All right.
Anyway,
That's the
yeah.
one with the big
Yeah.
You
two
live
guitars,
not far
right?
from there.
I'm like,
On the
I go there
door
all the
of
time. I'm
the-
like 2
Yeah,
minutes
okay.
from there.
Yeah, I've been
Yeah,
there.
because you live right on. I used to live not far from the lake
Yeah.
dike.
That's
My
right,
friend
that's
Rob
right.
just took his guitar out there a couple weeks ago. I was actually supposed to come
Libris?
out there. No, it's a guy I
Oh.
went to high school with, Rob Sheldon.
I was gonna say, when did he play guitar?
Yeah, no, guy I went to high school with. But anyways, I was supposed to go out there. I just drove an hour because I didn't realize that I had a 9-volt battery that would go bad if I left it plugged into my amp. That's how new I am. So, yeah.
That happens.
I'm gonna need,
That's a common
I'm gonna
thing.
need your contact info.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you think you're weird until you work at a music store. I'll just leave it at that.
Is that like the dumbest question anybody ever came in with?
No. Like
What's the
you-
dumbest
guarantee
question
you it's
anyone's
not.
ever come in
the
with?
dumbest question?
Yeah.
Oh God.
That'd be hard to,
Just like
that'd be hard to
every
sort
single
through, I would
question
imagine.
that's ever been asked.
Out of all the bad questions,
What's the worst?
Up
What's the
there.
worst one?
Hall of Fame?
I have a. This
Give
isn't
us
a
the
question.
top 3 because
This
you probably
isn't
got a
this
few.
isn't
Give us the top 3.
This isn't a funny question, but this is the funniest thing that's ever happened to me working anywhere in my life.
What happened?
So, dude is surprising his daughter for Christmas. Wants to get his daughter's acoustic guitars restrung.
Right.
Like, okay, sure, whatever. Me and my coworker open up each case. I grab one. I'm like, this is oddly heavy for an acoustic guitar. What the hell's going on here? And I hear something bouncing around on the guitar, but I can't see what it is. So I do the thing where you flip the acoustic guitar and you're like, hey, it's in here.
The little dance.
Maraca, you know.
Yep. And I keep doing it. Nothing's happening. Pass it to my coworker, Steve. He does. He's like, it's not coming out. And the dad's like, here, let me give it a shot. He goes, boom. And it's a pink vibrator. He looks down and he goes, oh my God, it's a fucking vibrator. I'm going to kill her.
That's hilarious.
And his face just turns flush red.
And meanwhile, his daughter's
was
like, he'll
the-
never find it here.
It was the most
Dad would never look in here.
the most
Never.
hilarious,
Right in the
embarrassed dad
head.
moment I've ever seen in my life.
So it wasn't
So
his
funny.
wife's because it was his guitar. It was actually
was his
his
daughter's.
daughter's.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Did he have
She was a college girl.
Did he have
Oh
to
my
pick
God.
it up?
Huh?
Did he have to pick it up?
Yes.
Did it like turn on and
Yeah,
start
yeah,
spinning,
yeah.
and as soon as it hit the ground, you know, like in circles, you gotta go run around and catch it, like,
It just starts bouncing around on the counter.
from wall to wall like a Roomba. You know?
Oh, that's hilarious. Oh my God.
So,
That's not a dildo, Dad. That's my new electric guitar pick.
so
Plays itself.
he gets a hold of said dildo, right?
It helps me hit the high notes.
And he has like a hand
and low notes
Walking
sometimes.
back to his car.
Yeah.
He's got a hand like, this is yours.
and a handful of paper towel.
Oh God.
So Steve grabs his like, I guess I'll restring it. So he sticks his hand in there to try to find the 3 missing bridge pins.
I would have went in there barehanded after that.
And
You're really
he goes,
Where's the
looks at me. He goes, Joe. and he pulls out a handful of condoms.
Oh.
Could you imagine those sprinkling out over the dad too?
It was just hilarious because he had it flipped upward, not downward. I just see out of the sound hole, and it's like propped up on an angle. I'm like, oh my God.
So what did he do with it? Did he throw it out or what? He didn't take it with him, did he?
He
It's not
did.
his.
He grabbed it
can't
with
throw
a
someone
handful
else's
of
stuff
paper
out.
towel and took it out to his car.
Are you serious? Like, I'd be like, you got a
She's
garbage
re-gifting. That's
can?
part of her birthday present too now.
So he's standing there in the middle of the store while we're restringing the guitars after all this shit, and he's talking to us he's like, yeah, I brought blah blah blah's guitars here to get restrung, and you're not gonna believe what happened. Her fucking dildo came popping out of the thing.
In my
And
face.
I just hear his wife screaming and dying laughing. He's like, "It's not funny."
It's pretty funny.
We're like, no, it's absolutely hilarious.
And him getting angry just makes it funnier.
Like he
Now you can't stop laughing.
After he brought the dildo out, so he came walking around the corner. I looked at him and just went,
Did you show him the handful of condoms you also found?
no.
That's a good note. Just stash these.
Dude, I don't even think we could top that story, but we got to hear some more now. I mean, come on.
There's this dude that comes in sometimes. There's something wrong mentally with the guy, like 100%. But he comes in as a complete skullet. He's missing all of his front teeth. Has a few left on the bottom.
It's a good look, you know.
Yeah.
Good luck. Skullets.
He,
Sexy.
He's probably in his 30s and Sharpie's tattoos, like Sharpie tattoos himself.
No.
Sharpied eyeliner. He has the infinity sign tattooed on his forehead.
Well, at least it's not like the Nazi.
It could
Dakota would be
worse.
very upset.
Yeah.
These guys.
He wears little cat ears.
What?
Cute.
Dude,
It is what it is.
So,
you're going to need to get a secret photo. I'm sorry.
Like a
You're gonna-
selfie.
you're gonna-
I have
Make
one
it a
somewhere.
selfie, so it
I
seems
do
like-
have one somewhere.
You do?
Somewhere.
We're
yeah.
gonna need to see that on the break,
I'd
please.
like to see video of the
We're gonna
dildo
It's gonna
Yeah.
take a while to find, but yeah, it's somewhere in
We're
in
gonna
my
need to see
phone.
that on the break.
But yeah, he you can tell he doesn't practice any sort of hygiene at all because I have to spray the entire store down with Lysol.
There was somebody like that.
Like
I can't remember his name.
I cannot even describe the stench that emits off this human
Oh,
being's
God.
body. It stays wherever he goes.
Lovely.
He comes in, it was downpouring rain. He's like looking at us, like, hey guys, can I use your phone to call my mom? We're like, no, we don't let anybody do that. You can't. You right?
Yeah, that's not a thing.
We're like, all right, you got to go, bud. And then it looked like something out of like a Looney Tunes episode. He like jumped up, grabbed his pants while he was in the air, and ran in place, and then ran to the back of the store. We're like, no, what is going on here?
It's like, I'm taking shelter.
And then Mark follows him with his phone. He has like videos of him doing like barrel rolls down the ramp and stuff. We're like, what are you doing?
Parkour. No.
Parkour. Nice.
He's still stuck in the parkour years. Remember when that was cool?
And then apparently
Was it parkour? Oh.
he came in recently, and while it was a day I wasn't working, and one of our guys like found him like dropping his pants and was going to try to piss in the middle of the floor.
Oh.
And now he's thankfully,
Listen, he's
thankfully,
part cat, okay?
thankfully permanently removed from the store.
Just
That's
have a
probably
band
big
photo
relief.
of him up.
Does he know that though?
Yeah.
Oh, he was told.
Okay,
And
wow.
he has not been back since.
Yet. He comes walking in today.
Always tomorrow.
There's no real wood to knock on right here.
No.
So.
I need a new amp. I'm gonna need to come in and see you.
Sure.
I bought 2 pieces of shit like this last week. I had to go back and send them back I went through American Musical Supply. They were, what's up with the 10-year-old software in those Line 6s?
That's American B stock supply.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm gonna need to come out and see you. I need to come out and like just do it in person.
Joe's
I
the guy
should
to
try and
talk
buy
to.
an amp. Like, yeah, I made a couple big mistakes. Everybody gave me great advice. The person that told me to get that Line 6 was, I probably hadn't used one, or I had been using the same amp for a lot of years. Didn't realize they're still selling like 10-year-old technology and those things. It was ridiculous. So I'm gonna need to come out.
Oh
there
yeah,
with
don't
me.
worry. Joe's very similar to Kelly in the aspect of he's
Yeah.
very brutally honest, and he will tell you if you're stupid.
I
Like,
went, I went out both. Yeah.
Only
he'll
I
let
w-
you know his
I'll-
strong opinion.
I'll-
No problem.
I will tell you, you are stupid.
You do that a lot. Joe likes to keep me humbled.
Well, I went out and bought this really nice ESP. It's like a $1,700 ESP with Fishman pickups in it. You know,
Nice.
because I've been playing for a minute. You know, since summer now, and I needed something good that I was gonna have for the rest of my life.
Sure.
You know, and I know a lot of people probably think I'm crazy for spending that kind of money on a guitar when I'm not that good yet. But you need to keep yourself interested. And it's really hard to. I mean, you know, when
Nice
you're-
guitars do that.
Yeah,
They do.
and that's keeping me really interested. So now I just need the right amp. I think I'm gonna
You-
just go with Marshall.
You asked me, what do I really buy for equipment? I just realized I buy a lot of equipment. So since the last show, the Halloween show, since then, what I did, I have about 10 different mic stands. I just buy them all because every mic stand has to match a jacket I'm wearing. So whatever the
Why did I know?
So
that's
I
where this
stocked,
is
yes.
going?
So I stocked up on different stage jackets. So if you're like, well, that one's silver, I need a silver mic stand. Like this one's leopard print, so we got a leopard print mic stand. This one's gold, so we got a gold. Like, so my basement is just lined in multiple mic stands, and my closet is nothing
Do
but.
you like hang
Scott
the
Weiland
jacket,
fan?
like on the mic
Yeah.
stand just to keep
Knew
them
it.
together?
Yeah.
I just got a business idea.
What did you just ask me?
I was gonna
Mic
say, do you
stands.
like
Custom mic stands.
do you on each of the
No.
mic stands do you hang the matching jacket with it so like you know?
No, the jacket
Set
is
your
just
wardrobe,
tossed
like-
behind an amp. It makes it one song, but yeah, like because one time I had like my red mic stand, but I had my leopard print jacket. I was like, this looks stupid. Like, I look like a goddamn amateur.
Doesn't match at all.
This is amateur hour.
Is it the
I was like,
80s?
this looks ridiculous. So then I was just like, so I just buy cheap mic stands whenever I get a new jacket, and then you're like, well, another. So that's I buy a lot of mic stands. I'm a singer who has a lot of mic stands.
And it hangs
All
out
right.
at Showtime probably a lot.
No,
You don't go. You haven't been to Showtime, Dan up at
I haven't
Showtime.
been there in a long, long time.
He's in Hamtramck now. Shout out to
Okay.
Dan from Showtime Detroit. That's where everybody in Detroit always goes and gets their show gear from. Love Dan.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in Hamtramck now. But I just had a business idea. Mic stand slip covers. Mic stand accessories.
Well, then you can also
For that.
use it for content. Like
Yeah.
you shoot your TikToks of like, hey, this is me. Like I go buy my glitter like spray
Yeah.
paint, and you make a new one, and
Yeah.
like then there you go.
Well, why don't I'm just
Content.
kind of disappointed you don't make your microphones match the stand too.
Listen, I'm a public
That's
school
step
teacher.
two.
We can afford the cheap mic stands. We
Detroit public school teacher with that.
We can't
we
afford to.
cannot afford the mics.
we cannot afford 15 Telefunken M80s.
You give me a $20 mic stand, I got that. That with a can of spray paint, I can afford that. That's what my budget is.
You make magic happen. I'm picture you with like the pattern duct tape, just like today. You're
Rolling it
chilling.
up, yeah.
It's a lot of tape, a lot of glitter spray paint. It's all there in the garage.
Glitter doesn't even surprise me at this point.
Yeah, it gets everywhere.
It really doesn't. To say, as far as like musicians go, you were always like one step ahead of the fashion game. I feel like. compared
But
to
you
most
got to
of the
find
rock
the best
scene.
deal too, because I never had money. So you just get
I
Do
know,
what you got to do.
You
You're-
find the
You
discounts.
get very
you find-
creative.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, his scarf game, incredible, by the way.
Our-
Is it better than Ricky's? Well, yeah. Actually, your scarf
It
game
was
one up
always
in
better.
Ricky's.
I'm just.
His
Let's
outfits were
make that
way
clear.
more coordinated.
Yes. our music videos we always did, like, if we made them look like short films, but like if anyone like really found, like, we spent less than $1,000 on all of our videos. We made like legit like 6-minute like films.
And a quarter of that was Dakota's fashion budget.
Dirty Whiskey was a cool band name too. I always liked that
Oh, yeah.
band name. That was a cool name.
It's hilarious that Ricky keeps catching all these strays too. Like, for some reason, like 2 days ago, I was going through Forsake the Fallen's band page and just looking at old pictures and shit like that, and I saw a picture of a dude with Zach wearing one of our shirts. I'm like, who is that? I'm like, oh my god, that's fucking Ricky. Like, when did Ricky go to one of my shows ever?
But
I was-
Ricky catches strays because everyone loves Ricky. Like,
Yeah,
that's
I
like
mean-
that's
Well,
all.
yeah.
Like, it's out of love.
Yeah,
Ricky's not as likely to go as hard in the metal scene as a lot of your shows, though. So that is
No.
a little surprising.
yeah. I mean,
But no, Ricky gets around.
I,
Not like,
I honestly think it was just because it was a diesel show. So
oh yeah.
So
well, if
that's
it was
like
at
the
the
only-
Diesel, like Ricky was like
Living
there
there.
for a minute.
Yeah.
But there was so many of the venues that like when we first started, like when I first started, I came in like a little fresh baby off, like,
Yeah.
you know. my little middle of nowhere streets. And yeah, when I came in, there were so many different venues, and a lot of them were like smaller, but they were so good. And it was like we just like they slowly all just kind of dropped.
Yeah,
off,
where would a
and we
metal
only had, like,
band
a
play
few
nowadays?
left.
Sanctuary.
Sanctuary is my favorite
Where's
spot
Sanctuary?
too.
I'm like out of the
Hamtramck.
Hamtramck.
Oh,
There's an
really?
amazing
Yep.
taco place around the corner.
and
Oh.
Ipsy are like the two.
What's in Ipsy now?
The Regal Beagle does like really good
I
punk
really like
shows,
their
and
name.
like they're both right on Michigan Ave. It's just down the street from what was the hoagie shop? Izzy's or no, that's Ann Arbor. It doesn't matter. It's Regal Beagle in on Michigan Ave in Ipsy. They do really good like metal shows and hard like punk shows.
Okay.
Then if you just go down the street a little bit more, there's Ziggy's. Like in downtown Ipsy, and they're another one that does like great punk and like great garage rock type stuff. Like those two in Ipsy, like there's a scene there, and people are consistently showing up.
That's
Nice.
actually
I'll check
really
it out.
good to know.
Yeah.
So Sanctuary, they've got a new location now coming.
Oh,
Okay.
they do?
Church, right?
Yes.
Oh, it's gonna sound so good.
It's gonna be so sick.
They're doing metal in an old
Acoustics
church in Hamtramck.
churches
That-
are
that's where it's moving
amazing.
to,
The
yeah.
metal in
That
that.
sounds
so
badass.
That would be
so
beautiful.
Sanctuaries isn't paychecks.
Okay. Yeah.
That's where I lost my hearing in my right ear.
Maybe if you go, you'll get it back.
I'm permanently deaf in my right ear because of paychecks.
So Maxwell took paychecks and turned it not into a shithole. And it
Yeah.
sounds amazing in there. And
I
it's
freaking love it.
I
The
love that
vibe
place.
there is fantastic. Staff there's amazing.
shit.
And
Shows
it feels like a professionally run venue, but at the same time, it feels like just like a homey little hole in the wall
Yeah.
at the same
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, that's
And they
that's
bring
what
in
it is.
Great touring bands. I saw the Dead Boys there, Cancer Bats, and War on Women.
they're-
Like they're always bringing.
We've seen some really, really good ones there too. They do get some nationals in, and then like even like they get some, they'll get some like UK bands and stuff. Or
Yeah.
remember
Monuments.
Monuments, or as I
Oh,
call
yeah.
them, Monuments.
Or when you almost spilt whatever pink drink you were fucking drinking all over their white merch.
That reminds me of those headbands.
John Brown looks at me. He's like,
Whiskey.
"Mate, what's she doing?" I'm like,
I didn't eat before I came. I'm sorry. You
So you
promised
spilled
tacos
drinks
after.
all over their merch?
No,
"That close.
was
That
close.
close."
Oh, okay.
I'm very
All right.
clumsy.
Right,
and,
right by a pile of white shirts.
White, yeah.
I
colored to be
looked
there.
at her. I go, "Kate, they
Tie-dye
didn't.
party.
I was like, they didn't order pink."
God, they had a rough tour. One of the guys that showed to do the tour with them got like, it was their first time. It was like his first time in America, and he got shot in a drive-by
Oh,
and like
jeez.
shit
Are
like
you
while
serious?
on the tour and everything.
Yep.
But these
Oh,
are
no.
memories that he'll always
Core
have.
memories, and he goes in the healthcare system. Like- but one of my favorites at Sanctuary was it was one of Joe's shows, and it was for Grave Bloom. Yeah.
Mhm.
So they wanted me to record the Facebook Live for them, probably because I have like
Oh,
the world's
God,
longest
Justin, you
fucking
moron.
arms.
Yeah.
My
And
singer.
they were having technical difficulties, but Justin just starts the video like 20 minutes early and hands it to me. So I'm just running around. So I started going on like side quest and just like interviewing people on the side. Drunk me
Side
did this,
quest.
right? Drunk me did this. Sober me completely forgets this ever happened. And it's like 2 months later at the next show. And their singer Justin just comes up and sidles up next to me and goes, "So you like touching butts, huh?" And I was like, what are you talking about? And then I remembered there was another band, Foot's in It. Franklin, was it Ass or Halloween? Which one of his bands was it?
Wait, what?
Hate Unbound. Was it Hate Unbound?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, it was Hate Unbound. He's in so many bands. The Foot.
Yep.
And him and another member of Hate Unbound were like staying to the side, and I remember asking them like, "Do you guys like the band Grave Bloom?" And they're like, "Yeah." And I'm like, "Would you let them touch your butts?" And they stopped, and they're like, "Yeah." And it just went on like. So learn your lesson. Don't ask me to record things. There will be side
This
commentary.
isn't surprising because you were also signing boobs at Dirt Fest. So.
I signed.
Yeah.
So that started when we did. So Raw Radio X went and did a live broadcast from Dirt Fest one year, and it was the first year they did it at the Birch Run Expo Center.
Yeah.
And me and Ricky, like, we were joking around leading up because I would like come early, sit on Ricky's show, and we'd like promote it and everything. And I was joking around, but like, "Yeah, I'll be there signing chest and signing titties and stuff." And he's like, "No one would ever let you sign them. You're no one." And I was like, "Want to bet?" So the bet was if I signed 150 people in one weekend, he would pay my bar tab for a 3-day weekend, which
No
at
way.
the time was astronomical.
Right.
And then if I lost, I had to eat something blindfolded on his show. And knowing Ricky, it would have been like, I don't know, like fucking bull dick or like
Yes.
who knows what it would. It would have been some type of animal's
Right.
balls,
It
and
would have
I
been
just
something disgusting.
I couldn't
I'm
risk
sure.
that, so
Yeah.
I signed 150 just to make sure.
All right.
It was fantastic. I had like we ripped off like part of a cardboard box, and like we were keeping tabs on. Like,
Did
a
you ever
little
get a
Sharpie.
chance to take them up on the bar tab?
Yeah. Oh,
You did.
You know I cashed in on that the next weekend. I was like, let's get it.
So
Put me on that man's tab.
I'm really interested in hearing about this new metal venue that's going into a church. I think that will be a really
That's
cool
where
thing.
the sanctuary is going to be moving to.
I'm so excited.
Is it the church that's right by Flamingo Vintage?
You know what? I don't know the exact location.
Okay.
I've posted about it because Maxwell's always looking for volunteers to, get everything up and going. So it's opening like this year.
Flamingo
we're gonna need to
Vintage is
go
another
there.
cool place to see music. It's not a metal place, but it's a
Yeah.
vintage shop in Mexican town, and they do
Really?
garage and punk bands. And we played there for Corktown Music Fest. We were like, we're playing the one place that's not in Corktown for Corktown Music Fest. Well, people started, but like you can buy like old fur coats from the '70s and see punk and.
That's
Nice.
actually a cool. That's
Yeah.
a cool vibe. Then,
Yeah,
right?
just stand, enjoy the show, pay
The,
your fuzzy
the
coat.
stage is the floor, but it's like this old, like retro, like living room looking area, and then you
Yeah.
just get up there and you crank those amps and
like a conversation pit.
yeah.
Oh, honestly, that would actually be cool. That's one of the things I like about some of those like smaller venue stuff, like Sanctuary. Like you can get up there. Like I have definitely videos of like the singer of Monuments just like holding my hand singing a song. You know, like
Yeah.
it's you're in there. Like you feel it. You are part of it. The vibe's always so good.
Back when it was Paychecks, they had the monitors up in the ceiling. I don't know if they still do because the stage was so small.
Yeah, they have them hung.
Yeah, yep. That's
You
how I lost
have
my
to.
hearing. That's how I lost my hearing. Was having those monitors up in the ceiling.
You got to watch that. Sometimes you can crack your head. It wasn't there,
Yeah.
but Dirty Whiskey back in the day played the Blind Pig, and our guitar player. It was when they made us play on a Tuesday night, and it's all these like college hipster kids, and they had no interest in '80s rock. And my guitar player has a flying V, and he jumps off the stage doing the solo, and you're like, bro, like no one cares about us, like no one wants to see this. And he jumps back on stage, cracks his head on the monitor that's hanging, gets up,
jeez.
face covered in blood, solo with
Let's
a flying
rock and
V. I'm
roll,
like,
baby.
this would be so cool if these
couldn't have
20
planned that
people
better.
liked it. But they're all just like, what the fuck is this? We
Starts bleeding everywhere. We
So
got
I had a similar
Violation.
situation happen to that while I was on tour with Forsake the Fallen. It's like the only show I ever played like drunk. I don't know. I swear every song I played it was muscle memory. It was muscle memory.
yeah. Sometimes
Absolute
that's
muscle
all you
memory.
got, but you just go, this is how we're gonna get through the night.
The it was at some shithole in Peoria, Illinois. I think the bar was called the Rail.
I've heard of that place.
There was like 120 kids there, which was like a complete shock. But I got wasted before we played. So I jumped off of the drum riser and went to go headbang and didn't notice my mic stand was right there. And I went, wham! Right to a SM58. And I'm like, that kind of sucked, whatever. Zach turns and looks at me, I'm like, what? He's like, trying to play guitar and sing. He's like pointing at my head.
You
I'm like,
bleeding?
"Whatever."
Gushing blood.
Yeah, all over the place.
That's
I had-
metal. That's metal.
and
though.
not at any
That's
point in
metal.
time you're like, I'm feeling a little like wet.
It's so metal.
I thought I was just
Get a
sweating.
little-
hot up here,
I'm
man.
a little dizzy.
I was sweating my balls off, so I just thought I was sweating.
The alcohol
So
talking.
I walked into the bathroom like, whoa. Hopefully we don't need stitches, but I did have a SM58 honeycomb in my forehead.
Are you
Uh,
serious?
Yeah.
That I
One
have
of the
a
last
similar
4 shows of the
story.
tour.
When I was in NDR, one of our first shows we were playing, we were in Jackson, and I got into it. I started hitting my head with the mic, just like and I look and I see the guys in the crowd are like And I'm like, oh, we're into it. Then I look, my bass player looks at me, he's like, and I'm like, why is everyone looking at me? And then I look, and
Why are they so into this?
and the bass player's like, you're bleeding, bro. And then like I had I hit it right in that spot. Like I think we were like wrestlers like cut themselves, so it got all that. Yeah, it looked cool, but I had no idea. But I was like, why is everyone looking at me weird? And I was like, oh, cool. That like one hit with that mic hit that right spot. And you're like, cool. Now
Because
there's blood coming
I
down.
really feel like rock and metal is making a comeback. I really do.
I
I think it is.
I'd like to see that happen.
I think it's coming full circle.
I feel like
really
there's
feel it.
a lot of new metal popping up more than anything, though.
Yeah.
But once in a while, like just like a really heavy fucking band just like comes out of nowhere.
Yep.
It's like, thank you. We've been
Yes.
waiting for some time
Oh,
now.
Because I've noticed.
Can
like,
we have somebody other than Slipknot, please?
Honestly,
I love Slipknot. Can we have somebody else
Yes.
other than Slipknot be huge?
Yeah,
I,
exactly.
With Black Swan, we were out like that wasn't a metal band. That was us doing punk. So I've been around all like the last 5 years, like the punk venues
Also, a
and the
cool
punk.
band name.
Thank
Who
you.
comes up with the cool band names? Is it you?
Yeah.
Dakota students.
I give them a list. I go, which one's good?
Yeah, that's what it is.
But there, I know the Detroit area, like the punk bands, like in the area, are also. We played with a lot of really good bands. You know, everyone should check out is Cherry Drop. I don't know.
Really?
Why do I feel like I've heard
They
that?
play. Well, they're like
love me some
guys in their
punk.
mid-20s.
Are they kind of punk?
They're punk like Stooges MC5.
No way.
So they fit in
Alright.
with hard rock bands and punk bands, but
Yeah.
they play almost like every other week. They're these mid-20 guys. They live in a house together, so they just practice nonstop.
Oh,
and they
those
just
are
get
the
good.
days.
And you know they're like drinking and stuff together. They're making some weird
Oh,
shit.
I've seen them play shows.
Absolutely.
where
They're in their most inspirational years.
I just saw them at the Blind Pig, and I came up to Lucas, the singer, and I was like, "Dude, you guys just get better and better." He's like, "Oh, we were so wasted up there." I'm like, "Well, like if you practice wasted, you're playing great wasted." Like, so Cherry Drop is a band that like Ipsy and the Hamtramck area, like they're just killing it, and people are coming. And there's a lot of cool like punkish type bands in Detroit too that are also. It's just awesome.
I do love seeing
Nice to see that.
like some of those
Yeah,
the
definitely.
next generation of like young kids coming and stuff. And you're just
Yeah.
like
They
you're like,
got that
listen,
old-
back in my day, but some of them have gotten a lot lighter and cutesier over
It's
time.
funny
But
when you-
some of them they come in and they hit like
They're so
just right. We've heard so many good ones over the years.
Yeah,
and,
Cherry
like,
Drop hits so good, but they're not one of those bands that's like because you know there's some bands that sound older, but like then there's others that are like, oh, you're just straight up ripping classic rock
Yeah.
off, and they're
There's a
like
difference.
they
Right.
feel authentic, gritty rock.
And you can always tell because you're like, oh yeah, you sound like you got some inspiration from this band. They'll be like, we don't even listen to them.
Yeah.
no. Like,
Nuh-uh.
Like it was hilarious. Like we were in the studio recording drums and everything, and when I write our music, I make it a point to not listen to music because I don't want to be influenced by anything. Period.
That makes sense.
And we're sitting there. Is like the guy engineering drums. He's like, "Hey Joe," he's like these moody sections that are like in the middle of the songs. He's like, "Sounds a lot like Behemoth. Do you listen to Behemoth at all?" I'm like one album like 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's like, sounds like chord progressions from some of their music. He's like, this is sweet. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. That wasn't intentional at all.
Yeah.
see, that's something as like musicians, like props to you guys because as time goes, more and more music comes out. So it's got to be really, really hard to just like keep it as so original that like you can stand
Yeah,
out.
that's
from
why
that.
I listen to a ton of music all the time, but when I know I'm going to be writing for something, I don't listen to music. Like I make it a point not to.
I only listen to myself during
I
Well,
the
can
show.
get
if you listen
this.
to it a lot, whether you know it or not, you're going to be influenced by it. Like you might say, I'm listening to this music, but I'm still going to do my own thing. But it's still going to influence
Yeah.
you subconsciously. So it's
of
good to
course.
not do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm always
agree.
worried, like especially now starting a new band, so we're trying to write songs, so we have enough material to play live. So that's like I'm writing a lot more than once you get a band, you're like, oh, we write a song every so often, and I'm like, and I've been doing this since I was 16. I'm like, how many melodies can I come
Different.
up with?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're like, and as someone with not a lot of range in their singing, you're like, I keep my shit real simple, and you're just like, I gotta be repeating myself at some point, right? And it's always like when they're like, here's a new riff, you're like, I don't know if I think my last song's done, like, and then you end up writing it, but I'm always like, did I already use this melody before? I have to think about it. I'm like, no, I've never done, like, it's stressful.
Just Googling
I'll tell you
lyrics,
what.
right,
I think
just
it's
to be safe.
probably. I think it's probably almost impossible to, like, if you like do the math. And I haven't been to math school in a long time, but
Math school.
now that I'm learning guitar and I'm looking at all the different, pentatonic and music theory and all the different chords you can. I mean, like, my head hurts. So I think if you were. Somebody should ask ChatGPT based on all the different notes and all the different chord progressions and everything that you could do. How what is the probability that you would come up with something close or far away?
I feel like it's probably more likely than you can think, but there's so
we've
many
ripped
different
off
things.
so much, probably without knowing.
Yeah, yeah.
Your first
I wonder-
3
I wonder,
bands.
Every band.
I was trying to be nice.
Well, no, because if you
I didn't know
think
how many
about it-
bands you were up to anyway, so I
4.
tried to
Yeah.
aim low.
I mean, if
Oh,
you
I
think
ain't
about it,
lying. Good to
though,
know.
in terms of like the lottery, right? There's only how many numbers that you can pick from a lottery,
Right.
and there's like a gazillion different combinations and chances that you're going to hit it. So I
Yeah.
wonder what the probability really is.
Oh, you get a total of 12 notes. to
Sorry,
pick
I'm
from.
nerding out on everybody.
You get a total
You
of
know?
12 notes to pick from.
Yeah, but
And it's crazy though with the way scales work though. Like
There's
you can play 2 things chromatically. Okay, that's cool. And then you play something that's 5 notes away. That's it's completely out of the scale that you're playing. And you're like, oh, that was actually kind of cool.
But it fits.
Right.
It
Yeah.
shouldn't
Yeah.
fit.
Yeah,
But
Right.
it does.
And
Yeah.
it sounds
Yeah.
awesome.
As a singer, I have no idea what we're talking about.
as a non-musician whatsoever. I like playing
I'm
records
also
and singing
like
in the
not
shower.
a theory guy at all.
yeah,
But I know what I know what things sound like because I ear trained myself playing guitar. I learned playing guitar by sitting there hitting fast forward and rewind on cassettes. That's how I learned how to play guitar.
you don't look that old. You didn't play cassettes. Get out of here.
I did.
Get out of here.
I'm 36.
Oh, that's so young.
I'm always
Did
just
they
a
have
baby.
cassettes when you were like 18?
My dad did.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And I started playing guitar when I was 6 years old.
Oh, okay. All right.
So-
I
yeah,
have a
you had
record
cassettes, you had
collection.
cassettes.
And that was the
Yeah.
same thing.
Yeah.
My dad had a ton of vinyl, so it was lifting the needle, pulling it back, trying to figure out where you were at in the song, and it was a pain in the ass to learn shit.
And put that needle in the right spot when you're drunk.
I've gotten pretty good at it.
yeah.
Sometimes the angle's off, and you're like, shit, no one saw that though. Like,
Damn it! I need a new cartridge now.
My brother used to have a joke. You should put record players in the back of police cars. If you can find song number 4, you can go home.
Nice.
that's fantastic. Well, I'm thinking we should take a little song break here. I want to play a song. This is by Through Our Eyes, and the song is called Life Forsaken. This is the very last song that Kelly Tucker wrote with Through Our Eyes. Lyrically, it's written about a story he told them about a traumatizing thing he'd personally gone through, and coincidentally, they released the song along with an accompanying video on the very day that he died. So this is like kind of Kelly's like last piece of work in the music world. So
I'm going to try not to cry on you guys again.
okay, well, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I tried to warn you about the intro.
I
But
know.
anyways, this is A Life Forsaken by Through Our Eyes. We'll be back in a few minutes.
One moment in time, all for fun, all for fun.
and welcome back to This Thing Isn't On. I'm your host, Kate, also known as Cater Tots. Back in studio, I have Lori, Dakota, Joe, and Nick still with me hanging out. And again, I appreciate you guys for coming to hang out. It's been so long since, aside from Joe, that I've seen the rest of you in person, let alone get to like catch up. Like, I feel like it's like a fun little now, like, where are they now episode? Like,
Pop-up video.
Yes.
you guys are all still cooler than me, so no.
I'm just a little old lady now.
I
Marshall
live my
stacks on
life
my
like an old
hover
lady.
around, smoking
Nice.
weed. Yeah.
Yeah, you're like the cool old lady though. I'm like
Yeah,
the weird little old
yeah.
lady who's like talking to her plants alone at night. Like,
And I'm learning how to shred.
She'll literally call me and she'll just start babbling about it. I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm talking to my plant.
you call during plant talk time. They like it. It helps them grow.
It does. Frequency affects everything.
See?
Yeah.
And
Absolutely.
she would know.
Yeah.
She would know.
That's a known fact.
I get
I am not stupid.
Yeah.
I get weird.
Contrary to popular belief here.
I get weird and talk to myself a lot. I don't have plans, but like like during summer vacation when I'm like everyone else works, so I'm alone all day, every day, and I talk to myself nonstop.
I think that's how it started with me because I started working remotely. Like when
Yeah.
COVID hit, like I was working remote. So I went from being like, and I'm a talker. I'm a people person. Like I could make a friend in an empty wet paper bag. Like, like it went from that to being like so remote and like you don't talk to anyone unless like you have a meeting or like they specifically call you for something. And like I just like it was so quiet and like I started also like working less hours too. I went from like 80 to 60 hour weeks down to like a reasonable amount, less than 50. And it was so weird. So I just started talking. So I was like, I'll get some plants to talk to. And like, I have a dog, but like, he doesn't listen like, at all. He'd actually prefer if I didn't talk to him most days. He's in his grumpy, like old man age, or he just wants to nap and not be interrupted during his naps.
That's understandable.
Yeah, you gotta like fist fight him to get him out of bed in the morning. I've came up with like, he's so smart, he catches on to things. So I'll do some things where like, I started discovering if I just push a button on the microwave, I don't even put anything in it. If I just push a button on the microwave, he's right there, right there. Then he started catching on. So then I was like, well, I'll just open the front door and close it. Maybe he'll think like someone leave or came over. That worked for like a minute. And now it's been the last one we were on was it had to be the fridge door. You had to hear it a couple times, like opened up and jingle the contents around a little bit.
Yeah. Hear that cheese wrapper?
Yeah.
My dog would be snoring like super loud. You hear that's the cheese wrapper. I'll sing it like,
Didn't you have
he's
some
right there.
Big bulldog.
I did, yeah.
I
Yeah,
remember that.
the cheese
I remember
wrapper.
the bulldog,
Yeah,
the little meatball.
Yeah, Angus beef.
Angus beef, the meatball. He was so cute.
Kate also does the thing where she thinks she's making friends, but I have to constantly remind her that she's being hit on.
Okay, this is one of my favorite things that Joe's ever said to me before is like it was after like I thought I made a new friend or whatever, and Joe's like, that guy was hitting on you like the whole time, super aggressively. I was like, why didn't you say anything? He goes, and you just look at me and you go, I like watching the life die out of a man's eyes.
Oddly
I never
satisfying.
assume I'm getting hit on. I just think I'm making friends.
Like every time she'll look at me, I'm like trying to poke you with his wiener.
There's also been times where there's been a plot twist where I'll be like, was that guy hitting on me? And Joe'll be like, no, actually he was hitting on me. And I was like, oh. Because remember that one time we left the show and I'm like, I found a ticket for their show the next night in my back pocket. And I'm like, was that guy hitting on me? And Joe's like, no, he was hitting on me. I was like, really?
Yep.
So there has been a plot twist before. The one time I'm actually not
At least
getting
I can
hit on.
identify it.
I think maybe it's better if I don't know. I don't need that kind of power.
I don't need that.
Ignorance is bliss, just better to not know
She'll
sometimes.
do that like, really? Yeah, Kate.
Like, I still don't believe you. And I'm like, at what point?
Yeah, when a random strange guy walks up to you, he's generally trying to talk to you because, maybe ask you out on a date or something,
That doesn't sound right.
One of the funnier things that happened is right when her divorce was final. So my girlfriend and I took her out and we walked into Jumbo's and they were wearing like these little crowns that said like divorced on them and all this shit. And they immediately makes a beeline for Kate and Mandy. And Mandy's standing next to me. I'm like, yep, we're shutting this down real quick. And
Like, we'll just send Kate out to see you.
and then he's like, like this goofy little pudgy dude, like, hey, I guess you're doing it the first time. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, yeah, you're with him. Oh, okay. Hi, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, go away. This was also the night we went out to. We went to this, it was at this bar in Midtown called Jumbo's.
Mm-hmm.
Which is like in a basement. Like it's slightly like part of the bar's like level, but it's like.
What were you
gotta
guys
take
doing
a
hanging
step
out in
down.
Midtown anyway? You don't look at the Midtown crowd.
I love bar hopping. Okay, first of
Midtown's
all, you got to
awesome.
start at Old Miami.
Oh,
Yeah.
that picture
You got to
of
start
Midtown.
at Old Miami,
Yeah.
especially if it's
Oh, yeah.
summertime.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. Plus barcades over there, and you know there'll be some pinball. But like, yeah, there's so many good like
That's what was Old
walkable
Miami. I
dive
did.
bars through there.
I did 2 hits of acid and then got carjacked. That was my Old Miami story. It was like the 90s though. It
Joe
was a
and
long
I
time
should
ago.
probably be kicked out of Old Miami by now. We're such dicks. Like we just love we just drink. We just fuck around with each other. Like we're like siblings or like cousins that beat each other up. And there was this one time we're in the backyard at
She
Old Miami.
kicked
It's
the
so cool.
fucking aluminum chair, bent the leg, and I went,
He was in the chair, and I literally
Like-
just like fucking kicked that with like everything I had, and it happened so slowly.
the chair just melted into the ground. I'm like, what is happening right now? It was just slow motion.
And we're both laughing so hard, and we're trying to like straighten the chair like out. We're like, we gotta get out of here.
But no, that night though, that was Mandy had her bag of goodies,
Oh yeah.
and she on Amazon bought a package of 5,000 3D printed micro penises.
Remember how Kelly used to say a bag of assorted dicks? It's a
Yeah.
bag of assorted dicks.
And she
Literally.
colored little like that big.
Tiny.
And it was-
Tiny penises.
And it was
just-
Christmas time too, so
and
we were
just
going
let-
around to some of the bars and we were like hiding them in the decor.
That was
Brilliant.
happening too, but she left them all over the top of this bar, and you hear the bartender come around the corner like, "Oh man, someone left a dick farm on the bar."
I bet you some of those dicks are still probably there. Like no one has found them yet.
The ones in the decor they might have found, especially at Detroit. The city distillery,
Yeah.
they probably
Yeah.
found all those because it was like it's in. So when they go,
She also
into
had
the
the
decor,
sparkle.
they were
Like,
probably
what-
there for the
She also had those
season.
sparkly little rubber ducks that were like marbles.
Oh yeah, I know those. I know somebody that has those. It's all small time. That's funny.
Yeah, she just would leave them everywhere.
You were a little stinker when you were young, you know. I think you still are.
What are you talking about? Me? Never.
Yeah.
I'm so like well
You guys are all little
behaved.
stinkers. Y'all came walking into my studio.
She's
be
still
on
a
radio.
shithead.
I know. Yeah. Yep.
I've been up to a little trouble in my time.
Mm-hmm.
I've also, I don't know, I did radio and drinking a lot and heavily, and I said
Remember when you got
things-
proposed to by my drummer?
Okay, so funny story. I walked in early to do my show, and I hadn't even met you before either, right?
No, maybe
No, maybe we had.
knew each other.
We
but
knew each other,
It
but
was
I
when
hadn't-
NDR was like very like we had just started. This was like I think our first like hey.
But
we're
I
gonna...
met you because of Ricky before already.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I walked in, and Dakota's show happens to be on Dakota's band was on Ricky's show, and I'm like, well, I'm gonna show up early. I'll say hi, like showing up early for my show anyway and stuff. And then in walks their drummer, and he like made eye contact with me. He was like, I need a favor, and I was like, what? And he goes, I'm gonna propose to you tonight, and I just need you to say yes. And I was like, what?
Oh, sure.
Well,
That's
come to
actually a
find
pretty good
out-
pickup line.
Well, he was
I'd
coming
follow
out
that.
from retirement to play like the drums for your band or whatever, and like, or was it, or he was going
He-
to retirement? What was it?
He had moved from Florida, I think. So his family was like listening. He was like very new to Detroit, and they didn't. I think it was like they don't get to see him, so they're like, "Oh, we'll hear you on the radio."
Well, he kept teasing he has a big announcement to make, and all of them were like,
Yeah.
"Oh my God, are you getting married?" Like they all thought that, and he's like, "I'm not even dating anyone." So he saw me and was like, literally proposed to me like right on air, and like, oh my
That's
gosh, that
hilarious.
was so hilarious, so hilarious.
And
But
then
yeah.
they
You
dated
probably
for
should
a
have said
minute,
yes.
for
He
real.
dated for like 6 months.
I remember like, hey, like the
I unfortunately
the-
had a
the
pension
s-
for drummers back in the day.
I just remember like, hey, like the skit's done. Like you guys can stop.
Like, no, we're gonna really carry this one out. You know, as far as like opening lines go, apparently I'm still bad at realizing when I'm getting hit on. You have to propose to me before you take me out.
Straight to the point, you know.
You know, really
Always
clear it
stupid.
up for me. I'm just gonna start bringing Joe along and everything, and just be like, okay, was that an actual date? Like,
Me sitting in the corner with a pad of paper.
just like, yes, no.
Well, you know what? At least someone's walking up to you and
Fucking run.
yeah, talking to you normal. At least like you get the guys sliding into your DMs. Hey,
Oh my
hi,
gosh.
can I help you? Are you looking for cannabis?
Do you guys
Or
remember
shows?
my fake mixtape era?
Yes.
So back in the day when random dudes would like slide into my messenger, this was
yes.
when like I was like at like the height of my like public like figure phase or whatever. So I was just getting like fucking weirdos hitting me with messages all the
Yeah.
time.
Guys don't do that.
So
No,
I
never.
started making up like fake like SoundCloud links and like Bandcamp links and shit, and I'd be like, yeah, check out my band and tell me what you would think. And like they were like, is like the female Eminem or like Monster of Bass. Like I just came up with like the wildest fucking random names, and you would click it and it would be like, error, this link doesn't exist. And I would ask them to review it.
No
And
way.
some of them
no
would.
Way.
One went as far as to name a track. It was like Infinity, but the last Y was another I. And like some of them like, oh, it's so good. I love it.
Oh
It's really
my
good
God,
music.
no way.
And it's
Shit's
a
fire.
fake link. So I would literally, yeah, shit's fire. So I would literally start screenshotting that. And then I remember right around that time, because we would literally
That's
like,
actually
shit's
pretty
fire.
good.
So everyone, anytime they found like a thing about like a mixtape being on like fire or something, like those memes they were sending to him. Well, I went and hung out with a friend, and then the very next day his house burnt down. So everyone's like, "Oh shit!" Like,
So fire.
You know what?
so
That doesn't
yeah, I
surprise me.
had honestly like, and I just remember there was so many like bands or like musicians that would come and be like, "How come your non-existent mixtape has better reviews than my actual band does?"
Nice.
Well, it's like, you know how many people I had hit me up 5 years after I had the studio? Yeah, man, I've been listening to you recently. You guys are kicking ass. Can you put my band on? I'm like, sure. I haven't had the studio in 5 years.
I had people from my hometown reaching out, and they'd be like, "Yeah, can you play my music?" And I'm like, "Did you record this in a fucking outhouse at like
I
the
know, I
lumber
know.
mill?
Yes.
Where the hell did you? At least wait till the lumber mill shuts down for the day, dude." Like,
Especially with technology the way it is now. I mean, you could at least record something decent at your house. But I mean, there was some weird.
I think back then, unless you had actual equipment, like it was hard to actually get like good audio.
We're
Like phones
talking
couldn't
like
record
2012
good.
though. 2012, 2011, 2012.
I feel like yeah,
there
but
wasn't enough
like
technology out there.
but
then.
middle
was
of
getting there, yeah.
I
nowhere.
started
I call it
demoing all my
snowbilly
shit in
land.
like 2008,
Yeah, exactly.
and it sounded good.
Yeah. So
I don't know. I'm not a musician. I just talk shit.
neither
on
am
the
I.
phone.
But, one of the funniest things that ever happened to you, I remember just opening up Facebook one day and just seeing an outraged Kate. I'm like, what the hell's going on now? And she posts a screenshot of a porn site that hijacked a fucking picture of her from when she was like 16 in a
Oh.
bikini.
Yeah, I was pretty young. I might have been 18, but it was like a Photoshop bikini, and someone that had apparently like knew me from the radio sent me a screenshot, and they're like, "I just want to let you know they're using your photo in advertisements on porn websites."
Are
and
you
sent me a
serious?
screenshot complete with the porn he was watching, just to let me know what he was into.
For
And
context,
it was
you know.
It was just like a photo of me in a bikini being apparently way too fucking cute. Yeah, so I remember that is the thing that's happened. I've had a lot
did
of
you
weird
wait?
stuff
So
happen
did
to
you
me.
like contact the porn site and say, "Hey, can you take my photo down?" Or were you all proud of that shit? It was like,
Oh
check
yeah,
it
I
out.
was like, "Ooh, I'm putting this on the resume." Hell no, I didn't want that around. I had a friend of mine reverse Google like image search it,
Right,
and we
right.
kind of like were able to track it down, and it
Okay.
was like, but it was like an advertiser, like sub advertiser to a site. Like they were just
Yeah.
going online and stealing like
Photos of any chick they could
photos of
find.
things.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's a trip.
And then there were like those old like chat rooms and stuff, and some people would like post a photo and be like, "Does anyone have nudes of this girl?" And I remember like I had this friend Brandon who would literally find them all the time and send them to me. Go, haha, I should tell him I have. I'm like, fuck off, dude. Don't encourage this.
So should we talk about the Cave Radiothon and why we're all here and how we're supposed to work?
Oh, we
what are we
haven't
supposed
brought
to be
that
doing?
up once.
We haven't.
Wait, where are we?
Sorry, Shelters. Sorry,
So
Dan.
I want to reach out and give a big old thank you to Dan Mayer, who reached out when he was starting to book for the Cave Radiothon, and just he wanted to test the waters. He'd asked before, but I just I had so many things going on in the past and everything, and just it felt like a good time to actually come back and do something. And Cave Radio was the last podcasting network I was on where I was physically like a host and like took part of the shows, and like I'd helped like with like the sports channel and everything for a while. And
You have such good radio.
the
voice,
times
too.
that I spent with the Cave guys were so fantastic. We have so many memories, endless inside jokes. Before I sign off today, I'm going to play the Balls Rog love song, the freestyle rap that Balls Rog. Joe knows because I
there's
played
a-
it for him before.
Why is he laughing? What's the story behind this?
Okay,
balls
one of
song?
the first few lyrics of the songs is, Kate, I go home and Facebook you and masturbate. And it goes
you
downhill from
serious?
there. So, as you know, Cave Radio used to be in the same parking lot as McNo's Bar, which, by
Yeah.
the way, I started going there. I was still underage. By the time I turned 21, I'd been drinking there for some time.
Already had a tab.
On
you know.
Tuesdays, you could order cater tots, which were nacho tater tots, and then they would carry crack
Nice.
and rum just for me, and I never had to ask what I wanted. They just saw me coming and were like, pour that bitch a glass. Anyway, spent a lot of time there, and they were real surprised when I celebrated being 21 there. No one ever asked me, but also, like, I feel like when I first started going out, I was always with Kelly, and, like, there was just, like, no one will ask. Just hang here, little one. And, like, Kelly was slightly a bad influence, just as well as he was a good one.
He was a little hustler like that. He was.
He was a fun fluence, we'll put it that way.
Yeah, he was.
But yeah, so what we would do is Friday night, the lineup was sick on Friday night. Like we had Big and Bigger to finish it off. We'd go drink at the bar, and then afterwards we'd go back to Cave Radio and just make random shit. Just like record random voice things. We'd make like random songs. In Balls Rock, the first time I met him, I was a guest on Big and Bigger, and he was a guest too, and I never met him before, never even heard of him, and he comes walking in late, and no one prepared me. They didn't warn me what he looked like, who he was, nothing. He came in, short man, ski mask, giant gold chain with a giant gold like Zelda Nintendo 64 cartridge on it, and he sits right next to me, and he just stares at me for a minute, and he goes, I'm gonna call you Cater Tots, and that's how I got the nickname.
Nice.
Cater tabs.
But yeah, I spent a lot of time on Cave. I had 2 shows on Cave, the girls show and Is This Thing On, and I end up sitting on probably half of the shows regularly. Friday nights were really epic. Danny Cakes, loved hanging out on the
Danny.
cake.
She was
mix
the
with
best.
Danny
Absolutely
Cakes.
the best.
Danny's an
Yeah.
absolute sweetheart.
Yep.
Yeah, a picture up there in the corner.
Watching over
Love
her,
her.
the angel she is. I absolutely love Danny. But then you brought up Nick and Jay earlier too, by
yeah.
the way, and I just want to say they clipped this, and I'm pretty sure they used it as a soundbite for a while. But I went into the studio one time, and they were like, "Yeah, come on, hang out with us. We don't have any guests or whatever." I was like, "All right." Well, I walk in, and for some reason, there was just a luchador mask hanging around the studio. No questions asked. I put it on and went to proceed to do what probably has to be the most offensive Mexican like accent to ever be heard. And they were like, this is fun. Can you do this bit? We interview you as a
Yeah.
luchador? And I was like, yeah, sure. So my name was Nacho Bitch. Nacho Biche. That was my luchador name. And for some reason, in the middle of the interview, the topic of period sex came up, and I just remember looking Jay dead in the eyes and being like, "Oh, where I come from, we call that sex salsa." It's just like
You're still. A
I've
dirty
never
guy.
had much of a filter. Like
No,
it is just
no,
it's always
never
been
did.
hanging on by a thread, but it's like those things that like you don't think and you just say, and that's what came out of my. They clipped that and use that and would just bring that up all the time. And I just remember like sometimes we'd go eat at McNo's because like Tuesday was their Mexican night and stuff, and like they just put salsa on the table, and I would just just like they just looking at you like, do you remember? And I'm like, I know what I said.
Okay, you're fired.
You busy, man?
I thought it was over there somewhere.
I know it's been a while since you've been on radio, but you gotta mute that shit.
Yeah, it was definitely over here.
Joe's having flashbacks of that vibrator falling out of that guitar.
Exactly.
Funniest shit I've ever seen in my life.
That is probably the funniest guitar.
I would have loved to be, like, just witness that conversation with the daughter.
Well, she wasn't there. It was
Yeah.
supposed
I know, but when she got home, like, could
Yeah.
you imagine, like, it was how that
That
went?
whole conversation.
The
and
whole
He's got
thing.
to hand it back to her, right?
Like the dude on
And
the
this
way out,
guy's
he's like,
just
so if you
it
see
hit
me
me
on
in the face.
the dude on his way out, he's like, so if you guys see me on the news later, you know why.
That's got to be the funniest guitar story ever. Though.
You did him a favor not showing him the condoms, though. That
So,
would have really
like,
cranked it up
yeah.
a notch.
I asked our owner Marty, like he's obviously been doing this for a while. He's owned that store since 1988. I'm like, what's the weirdest thing you've ever found in a guitar, Marty? He's like, he just like listed off. He's like, I found like dog toys, stuff like that,
Random
Like,
stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just random shit.
A couple crayons, normal stuff.
I got one for you.
I told him like, well, Steve and I found a dildo the other day, big pink dildo. He's like, oh, that tops everything. He's like, yeah. He's like, that takes the cake.
What a weird spot to hide it, too. Because you imagine, like, every time you want to break that bad boy out, you got to, like, fucking...
Like, it's hilarious. It was hilarious, too, because it was
work
missing
for
3
it.
strings, 3 bridge pins.
Well, now you know why.
Yeah, she cut those strings.
Yeah.
I was sitting there, I'm like, either that was her dorm room hiding spot or someone pranked her, which would be a hilarious prank, too.
That would be.
Yeah.
Can you imagine
that
be like,
would
no, Dad, it's not mine. I swear. And he's like, you're disgusting.
I was holding it for a friend.
touched it! Just the way the thing, like, hopped out and just, like, on an angle like that, hanging out of the side hall. It was just like...
Probably took you a second to say, is that really what I... Oh, yeah, it is. That's exactly what I think it is.
I just looked down, I was like, oh, no.
So could have actually been an actual dildo? Could it?
Well,
It was like one of those.
it was a vibrator, but it was like...
One of the
about
small
that
ones,
about
yeah,
that
yeah.
long.
You worked at Amazon. You should know, like, all the toys' names and
Oh, God.
descriptions. Just
Yeah, yeah.
so when he was doing, like, Amazon packing,
Robotics.
the robotics and stuff, like, he was just... I can't, like, every day I feel like I got a picture of just, like, some sort of, like, sex toy dildo, like,
You were doing
happenstance
Amazon
that
robotics.
happened
A
there.
robot running over a pack of multi-tiered butt plugs.
Yeah, so, like, you just see, like, an explosion of, like, sex toys all over the place
Were
all
you
the time.
working at Amazon? I'm lost here. Were you working at Amazon or something?
Yeah, I
In the
worked
butt plug department.
in the robotics department.
Oh, okay. All right.
By request. So yeah, for the longest time, I just referred to Joe's job as slinging dicks.
It was hilarious. So like when I first started talking to Mandy again, I would tell her, I'm like, this place, I'm not kidding, because she has like the same fucked up sense of humor I have.
Right?
And I'm like, this place is a fucking dildo factory. She's like, yeah, whatever. And I just started sending her pictures of shit I would see daily. She's like, oh wow, you weren't kidding. What the hell?
How many dildos could Amazon possibly sell?
A lot.
Oh, that's
All of 'em.
That's a
All
funny,
of them.
That's a funny work story I have.
But we gotta hear it now.
I'm glad you
So-
asked that.
So there's this woman working there. She was a picker.
Right?
So you have to pick the shit and send it down to the pack department. You fill up totes, whatever. They go down on the conveyor. So she was picking and stole one.
They're not gonna notice one.
Nobody will miss
She
this.
like stashed it down her pant leg and be like, "That's mine. I grew it
So-
myself."
So instead of putting it on her somewhere, she puts it in her bag and throws it through the X-ray machine. And we're looking up at the screen, and then we're like, okay, can of Coke, dick. You're fired.
Oh, so you were the person sitting there like watching. They have X-ray machines.
Yeah,
like,
we were on our way out because if you carry in a bag,
yeah.
like they have to know what you're bringing into the building and know what's going out of the building.
They're that worried about people. I mean, like, how much could you shove in? Well, I guess you could.
At least a dick.
At least.
I-
yeah.
When I was working in the robotics department, I saw 3 kids get fired because they were popping iPads out of the packaging,
Yeah.
putting them back into the what do they call them, the pods,
Yeah.
and like pocketing them in their robotics vests coming out, and they were selling them, and they got caught because there's cameras everywhere because
like,
there's
you wouldn't
billions of dollars worth of inventory in every warehouse.
Right.
Why wouldn't there be cameras everywhere?
That's yes.
Like these
they're
kids,
pretty
like
stupid.
I'm like these kids are just stupid.
I
but
love a dumb criminal.
And she
though.
knew when she put
They're
the
entertaining.
dildo in her
They really
purse,
are.
it would be X-rayed,
yes,
right?
yes.
She just thought they were gonna miss a big dick.
I brought that in. That was mine before.
That's-
What do
that's
you
my
say to
work-
that?
That's my work dick.
Like, don't ask me what
my
I do on my
traveler.
break.
And like I'm literally
I need to
sitting there,
relieve
we're-
stress.
We're trying to leave, and you just hear a guy go, "You have the equipment. Why wouldn't you just fucking use it? It's so easy for you to steal. Just shove it in you and walk out."
Oh yeah, that's true.
She didn't want to do
That-
the trial run in house. You know.
That would no, dude. That wouldn't work. I don't think that would work. It would, Depends on the girl, I guess.
She's got like a wide set stance. No one will notice.
Penguin walk your way out.
Walking like Wyatt Earp, you know.
Fucking bow-legged, just like. No, I always walk like this at the end of my shifts.
I pulled my back out, lifting all these dildos. What's my problem?
Feeling a little stiff today, guys.
Oh, now I'm crying and laughing. We're an emotional day.
It's been an emotional day.
Yes.
It's not even noon.
I know. Oh, we're going to Bates Hamburgers after this.
Yes. I need a
We gotta go to
cheeseburger.
Bates.
I gotta go to work.
Yeah.
I don't do that. We had a snow day the last 2 days, and we get Monday off. This is a nice, unexpected 5-day weekend.
Nice, enjoy it.
Hell yeah, dude.
Get that call, you're like, all right, they're about to tell us that school's open again. They're like, no, school's still closed, and it's supposed to be insanely cold on Tuesday, so
Yeah.
fingers crossed we make this a 6-day weekend.
Nice.
So,
Nice union
Just
job.
in time for a winter break.
Dude,
Yeah.
my hometown, so I refer to everyone there as like snowbillies. They're hillbillies from a much colder land.
Yep.
They literally, my senior year of high school, not a single snow day. Like I had to drive to school in like a fresh like 6 inches to a foot of snow. They'd be like, "Oh, the winds are so cold, you could die," and then we like get here.
Everybody else is doing it, so.
That's how it was when I went to school. We got maybe one snow day, or you'd see that the school's like closing, scrolling, and you just watch. You're like, my school, it's got to be in there. There's like 1,000 of them, and just like, no, not yours. And you're like, dude.
That's how we felt, and we had such a bad like road county commission. Like we were rated one of the worst in the state for a long time. So they weren't even thinking about trying to like get you there safe. And then also because it's such like land, like kids have to walk through the snow and shit to get to the bus
That's what
stops.
gets
They're literally
us.
walking up the hill both ways in the snowstorm.
How many people were in your town?
I couldn't tell you, but I could tell you that one of my teachers taught both my dad, my uncle, and my cousins before he got to me. I didn't
my
stand a chance.
Yeah.
First class, first day of high school, math class, least favorite subject. I know, I work in accounting. Let's not talk about it. Don't ask
Yeah,
me math outside of
what's up
working
with that?
hours. Things happen. It wasn't an adventure to get there, but love my job, love my crew. But anyways, first class, right? And I go in and I sit down. He walks in. He's also the football coach, and he's known for having like anger issues. Like he breaks like just multiple headsets every season and stuff. And he's looking through, and he's just like, "Where's the Mondu?" I'm like, "Yay, right here!" And he's like, "I have a special seat for you right next to my desk." And then proceeded to magically lose every piece of paper I ever turned into him. So I had to just redo. Like,
Are
I
you
basically
serious? You like hand it
yeah.
out for your family?
He would especially. Oh yeah, I come from a long line of
Troublemakers?
vivacious drunkles.
Yeah.
Thankfully, he only had 2 of the 4 boys. But yeah, no, that was the thing. And then he proceeded to lose like not always like the work, but it was mostly the test. He would lose the test, and then he would lose the retake I took at the test. So then by the 3rd time, I'm just like, I'm gonna force feed this down your throat if you say you lost this.
Yeah.
Like I'm taking photographic evidence.
Yeah.
Oh, small towns.
Those podunk towns.
Gotta love it. I still go back for the holidays and stuff, but I try to like just like harbor at like my parents or my uncles or my friends. I'm like, just keep me safe.
I think we get a bunch of snow days now because for us, most of the kids walk to school. So
Yeah.
that they factor that in.
It's so, and honestly, like with the wind chill and everything
Yeah.
going out that way too, like it's 10 times worse than it is just like off like in like the regular cities.
Yeah.
Like it's, and especially the walking kids because buses don't, like they used to like drop you off and pick you up in front of your house. And now they're like, well, you gotta
Yeah.
walk anywhere from 1 mile to 2.
Yeah.
So I kind of have a funny Kelly story.
Bring it.
You know how Kelly always used to like to play tough guy? Like
Yeah.
he could kick anybody's ass,
Yeah.
but really couldn't.
Right.
He was doing the thing, like he was just fucking with me, just whatever, playing around. And he kept doing the thing where he was like trying to slap me, but I was like just doing a windshield washer, windshield wiper motion and blocking every time he would try to slap me. And he got like pissed and grabbed my arm and tried to do the thing where you shove it behind your back. But I like spun out and like all in the same motion, I open hand bitch slapped him across the face. He just looked at me and goes, "Hey, you slapped me." And just froze. I'm like, "Yeah, you idiot. What are you doing?" He just looked at me, he's like, "That hurt."
His
And
number
just
one
like,
saying,
he was just like a deer in the headlights. I'm like, "You were trying to rip my arm off.
his
What are
number
you
one
doing?"
saying was "Suck it up, Buttercup." Suck it up, Buttercup. That's what we tell everybody.
Yeah.
Cupcake. Suck it up.
I remember he had to like basically like fucking literally carry me out of a bar one time to convince me the first and only time I've ever done like drink for drink on Irish car bombs with Kelly. And let me tell you,
What
I've
in
been
the
able
hell's
to
an
drink
Irish?
one
I don't
since.
drink. I've never really
Irish
been a
car
drinker.
bomb.
It's
Yeah,
a
well-
nightmare. That's what it is.
Bailey, a
Guinness.
shot of Bailey's dropped into a Guinness, and you.
We were pre-gaming.
Similar to a
Horrible.
Jaeger bomb.
We were pre-gaming for a show, and honestly, I think it was a show that you played, and I think I tried
Probably.
to introduce your band, and I don't think I did very well.
It's just like no one ever introduced us well.
Yeah. I could probably do better now. I don't know. I feel like I
Well,
fell off the stage
new
a
band.
lot. Like,
I'll call you when the new band's like out.
I'll get the
Like,
drunkest
all right,
I've ever
Redeemer.
been before. No, like,
Just prep
now's
yourself
my
really well
time
for
to
it.
shine. I'm gonna pronounce the band's name wrong and like.
It's not as bad as Black Swan Dive Bomb. We didn't think that was a hard name.
That's
We're like, those
not
are
a hard
four simple
name.
words. But when you put 4 words together, oh boy, people. Oh yeah, that
Four
was.
words and alcohol. I could understand.
People botch that name every show we played, and you're like, man.
Why didn't you just shorten it down to initials?
They couldn't remember the.
BSDB?
They'd have to like somebody like, what's the next
They'd
word?
like try to
What's that
spell it out
stand
in their
for?
head.
You need to slow down on the syllables, dude.
Yeah.
Too many syllables.
Yeah, you did like double the syllables in your band name for that one.
Yeah,
You usually kept it pretty simple, and you're like, let's use all the words.
That's another funny one I have right there too. Right before Forsake the Fallen started, their band name was Tides of a Dream,
Oh,
and they were supposed to play a show at
too many
Harpo's, and they
words.
fucked it up on the flyer.
That sounds like a band that plays Harbos.
Right. And
that was one of the venues I wasn't allowed to go to without Kelly. And Kelly's like, and if you do go there, you are not going to the bathrooms.
So they
bathrooms.
they completely fucked up the band name on the flyer, and they put Tied to a Drain on the flyer.
It's a great visual.
That sounds
you know?
hard.
Yeah.
I was like,
It's like
I
Saw.
was just like, you
Yeah.
guys should have just kept that name. That's hilarious.
I know, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good.
And it was funny, like right when Forsake the Fallen first started, we did not have a band name, and we were ready to start playing shows. Like we were rehearsed, we were tight, everything had like 10 songs, like we're just ready to play. And we went up to the token and talked to John Anton about booking a show and everything. He's like, "What's your guys' name?" And I just blurted out, I was like, "Forsake the Fallen." That's how we got our band name.
Made
I'm like, we
executive
don't have a band name. I'm just
decisions.
gonna say something.
Really?
Yeah.
And now we have a name.
That's
And
not
then-
a band name. That's
And then
not a band name.
Zach for like 4 months was like, "I don't like that name, dude. I don't like that name, dude." I'm like, "We're stuck with it now."
too late.
we've
You made
booked
me
like
choose.
we've booked like 10 shows with this band name. We're stuck with it.
Like it was on the spot. We had to do something. I think one of my favorite band names was Tommy's band, Corey's. Nothing for Now. When they were Nothing for Now when they first started, I'm like, that is
Yeah.
so like uncreatively
What,
like
what are they called
ingenious.
now?
It was Dead Sky, but I don't think they're together or doing anything anymore. They changed it to Dead Sky at some point, and they kind of disbanded. But they were the ones that I went on a road trip with them to play.
Oh God.
Is it Planet Rock? What's in Battle Creek? Is it Planet Rock?
Planet Rock or I Rock, something like that.
It's something
I
like
Rock.
that.
I think it's
right?
Planet Rock.
I think it's Planet Rock. Okay, so that was Battle Creek, which is super gorgeous, guys. You should just visit all times a year there. And we found the closest like hotel to Planet Rock, which happened to be in O'Connell Lodge. And road trip going there was great. It was Corey the drummer's birthday, so we had like a bunch of extra people with us, and we got like 3 like double rooms or whatever. Like we'll all split, we'll just hang out, we're just gonna get drink, we'll hit the road early in the morning, whatever. We roll in our first sign that we should have just left was we walk in to the check-in area, and there's a sign, and it says milk and juice in fridge. Nothing spelled right. Nothing spelled right. We go up. Each room had something traumatically wrong with it. The room I got stuck in, no working heat, and it is end of November. It was like right around Thanksgiving. One of the rooms, you could tell like the cops have probably broken a few times. And, like someone had ripped
Does that look to it?
someone had ripped out the bolted-in TV. You looked out the other one, and there's just live loose wires hanging out the window that were like slapping against the window. And shit. We're like, so we could all die in different ways today. It's like a choose-your-own-adventure, right?
Yeah, because there's like, some
Well-
bad neighborhoods in that city.
No, it gets better though. Fast forward to later in the night, like we probably couldn't have been asleep for like an hour, and all of a sudden, like every one of us from all the rooms at the same time were just like, we heard something. So we all opened the hallway. Sure as shit, there's a fucking live chicken just running around the hallway at like 3 a.m. of this O'Connell Lodge. We wake up at like, it's got to be like 6:30 in the morning, and Jay's just pounding on our doors like, rise and shine, it's pancake time. We got to get the fuck out of here. Easily one of the best like road trips I've had with a band ever. Traumatizing, absolutely traumatizing. But like that one really stayed with me. It's not very often you come
I
across
remember
a chicken
staying
And
at
it's a great story too.
a Super 8. I think it was with NDR. I think we were playing Dayton, Ohio. I can't.
An Ohio Super
I have a
8?
Dayton
That's
story
like,
too.
like a
it
Super
was
2.
it was a gig that Raz booked for us, and he was like, the club was great. Like we backed in, and they had people waiting to unload for us. They paid us before we even stepped on stage. They gave us food. They gave us extra money from the door.
That's a good gig.
We were like, that's great. Everything else, like because we wanted to save money, we're like, let's get the Super 8. And I remember like in my room, it was me, my fiance, and Ricky was in that room, and there was same thing. Like we get in, we're like, oh, this place like feels shady.
What's this copper Brillo stuff doing in the dresser?
We open, we get into our room. It smells like 10 people smoked 10 packs of cigarettes. And we're like it was like back then I still smoked. I was like, God damn! I'm like this is a strong cigarette smell. And I remember like the one chair that was there, like just the whole cushion was just covered in some sort of like a big white stain, like not a corner, just like the whole chair. We're like, don't sit in that chair, and then like you just try to lay slightly, and you're like, I don't want to move. There's other stains. There might be a bug or two. I remember.
I'm just gonna pucker my butthole the entire time.
Yeah, and you were just like, everyone lay. We're like, we're gonna lay on our sides. We're gonna close our eyes. Before you know it, it'll be morning. We'll be fine. And I remember the next day, like Ricky sitting to like put on his shoes. He sat in the chair without thinking. I was like, bro. You're in the chair, and he's like, what do I got? It was
That sounded just like him, Drew. That did.
See, imagine being in my hotel room. You already know you don't want to sleep under those blankets, and the
Yeah.
heat wasn't working. So I was just like, what if all of us went into one bed and we just like held on for safety?
it's for survival. You do what you
It's
got to
for
do
survival.
to survive.
Yeah.
You do. You definitely
so-
have to do.
The one time we played Dayton, it was the first tour we have ever. What? 5. Gotcha.
Can't count.
Shut up. I'll fucking kill you.
We're gonna fist fight in the parking lot after this, guys.
Boom! Don't make me trip you. It's easy. But no, this is the first tour we ever went on. No, it got canceled at whatever venue we were supposed to play. They're like, oh, we could just go move the show to our house, and this is in Beth Head, Dayton. We're like, okay, whatever. We get there, like, you have to use our drum set and all of our cymbals and all of our this and all of our that. And every drummer was like, no, we're at least using our pedals. Like, fuck you, no.
Yeah.
And we get down there, and like the whole crowd is just like everybody's missing like at least a tooth, and it's always like right here, right in the front somewhere.
It's always one of them.
I'm just sitting there, I'm like
Yeah.
watching. I'm like, ugh. I'm like, what are we doing here? Like, why did we do? Why didn't we just cancel this one? Like, why are we here? Anyway, so I remember the entire day. Zach and Jordan both would not shit in a public bathroom. They would only do it in a hotel room.
Yeah, that's me.
Oh, God.
I kind of
Singers.
get that. I kind of get that.
Don't want
Singers.
my skin touching that.
I know.
Toilet seat cover.
You guys should just all carry around like your travel like toilet seat covers and you know
Yeah, I got my toilet seat
a
pad.
little safety kit in the van.
Hey, are we supposed to donate money to Cave today? What's up with that? What's up with the radiothon thing that they have?
Oh
going
yeah,
on?
in the
Like,
last 2.5
this is where I'm
minutes.
confused. Yeah.
This is a yearly thing that they do. They just try to do a Cave Radio-a-thon and pack the airwaves with some friends at the studio to fill as much of the time as possible. And it's a fun little thing they do
Yeah, it
every
is
year.
a fun little
Is it
thing.
today and tomorrow or just today?
It
It's
started yesterday and it
it's
goes through till
It's
tomorrow.
until Monday, and we are selling raffle tickets for the Meta headset that Dan may or may not have uploaded content to.
Interesting.
Well, there's content on it that day.
Dan Mayer, it's time for you to upload
Content.
VR porn.
Yeah,
It could
yeah,
be,
beer
it could be
porn.
anything.
But
But
it
it's
is
those guys probably.
It is unfortunately time
Yeah.
to wind down the show. Once again, I really appreciate you guys coming to hang out
Thank
with
you
me.
for
It's
having
been
me, Caitlin. It's been
so fun catching up and to be able to do in person and in front of a microphone for old time's sakes.
It's been a few.
Absolutely.
And it is definitely it's been a few because you came out of podcast retirement for this too.
I
Huh?
did. I had two
Yeah.
shows. I had the Ruckus show, then I had the Static, and the Static was more of a
Yep.
podcast where we would produce it and they would just play it.
The Ruckus was the one I was the most
Yeah.
familiar with.
I love
Yep.
that show. We had so much fun there.
It was
good.
definitely
Excellent, great
it was
times
definitely
for
fun.
Cave
Like I
Radio,
said,
yeah.
we've spent a lot of time together. Do we remember it all? No, but we were
Here and
there.
there.
We were there.
Some blurry parts here and there.
Told you if we combine both of our memories together, we could probably get one full one or at least a partial.
I think so.
Well, hey, and up next we have Jessica Michelle. She is interviewing Butcher Babies.
Ooh.
Everybody should stay tuned because she's got a great interview coming up.
Well,
Definitely stay
that
tuned.
would
Yeah.
be fun. Jessica's also
Yeah.
a longtime friend of Cave that I've known for quite a damn while too. I can't believe how old I'm getting.
She
man.
was at Raw Radio X.
I literally have like this
Yeah.
colored hair. Don't let it fool you.
Yeah.
It's hiding secrets. That's where my white hairs grow. Probably got half of them
we
from
know you got
Cave.
secrets.
But
She's
yeah,
still
we
a
gotta
child.
wrap up. We're in. I pay taxes. But it's time to go and just thank you everyone. Have a wonderful time. Thanks for tuning in to this episode of This Thing Isn't On. Enjoy the Cater Tot Love song.
Cave Radio.
Hey, radio.
I wanna know if you wanna ride or die in these streets. Kate, I go home and Facebook you and masturbate. I wait for everyone to go to sleep. Pictures of Kate and my meat. 36 years old and beating off still. What's wrong with me? I ain't on plentyoffish.com. No, I'm not. I'm peeking at your face